838-7445.
Hi, I'm Ken Mears, founder of Great Healthworks, the maker of Omega XL. Folks, if you're searching for an answer to your daily aches, pains, and soreness, then try Omega XL. It's a natural product sourced from a green lip mussel. This oil extract is one of the most powerful, natural joint relief super oils in the world. This one-of-a-kind extract is not found in any other product, and is backed by over 40 years of clinical research, showing that Omega XL provides relief from joint pain due to inflammation. Stop living in pain. Inflammation is controllable, it's manageable, and it's fixable. Importantly, Omega XL is small, easy to swallow, with no fishy aftertaste. And it works. We've put over 20 years into this quality brand, ensuring that Omega XL makes a difference in your life. Try it, and you won't be disappointed.
Call now for Omega XL's BOGO special. 800-725-2090. That's less than $20 a bottle. Remember, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. Terms apply. 800-725-2090. 800-725-2090. Or OmegaXL.com/news.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up out there?
All right, Marty, what's up is a nice picture for a Monday. We got to take our wins when we get them on Mondays. And the sun is shining, and right now we have very few delays for you as you head inbound toward town on a variety of routes. So 28's great, as is 279. Parkways west and east are moving well, heading for their respective tunnels. We do want to let you know about a slowdown as you head away from the city today. This on Route 65 through Emsworth. Northbound 65 is going to be down until a single lane for you between Wollaston Avenue and Terrace Drive. This is until about 3 p.m. today. The crews will be doing some sanitary sewer work in that area. Of course, this stretch of 65 is not far from the busy intersection with Camp Horn Road, so watch for potential backups as you try to head from Camp Horn Road up toward the I-79 interchange on Route 65 in that area. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Quite cold for the rest of today with clouds, some sun, and a few flurries, the high 23. Mostly cloudy early tonight, then some clearing and frigid overnight, low 8. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, maybe an afternoon snow shower, high 33. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This traffic report sponsored by Robert Half.
9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Our recruiting professionals utilize an award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
It's the Big K Big Three.
Brought to you by New Flow Men's Health. The biggest 3 stories of the day on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
What's up? Lots going on. Awful incident happened last night involving a young police officer. We're going to get to that. We're going to talk about Trump and J.D. Vance and the battle I'm having with you folks who think that I have to be the same every day or else you're going to go away, and I really don't care if you go away. I follow the truth. If you don't like the truth, that's your problem. We're going to talk about Hope in L.A., a young woman from here who lost everything, but now has hope. It's actually very, very cool. We're going to talk about public works in the city of Pittsburgh. Astounding amount of money they spent on rental trucks. Rental. All-time record for the city spent so far. Insane. We're the only ones that have that. But first I want to talk about safety and kids and ice and the river. And as obvious as it sounds, because you won't walk on it and I won't walk on it, but kids walk on it. And listen to this. This happened yesterday. Listen to this.
Locomotion. That's at 270 48th Street. No complaining. Caller is saying he believes there's approximately 5 teens that are walking on the river across the ice. This will be between Locomotion and 28.
One more time. This is happening all over the area, and this scares the hell out of me, and it should scare the hell out of you. Listen.
Locomotion. That's at 270 48th Street. No complaining. Caller is saying he believes there's approximately 5 teens that are walking on the river across the ice. This will be between Locomotion and 28.
I remember walking on North Park Lake when I was young. I never walked on the rivers, ever. And we had colder, longer freezing periods when I was young, so it was safer. This is extremely dangerous, and every year a significant number of people die from falling through ice and drowning. This was captured by my good friend Mike Fisher, Pittsburgh scanner. Mike, very, very, very risky behavior by kids, right?
Oh, this is absolutely nuts.
And every time we get ice, we got fools that do this sort of thing, right?
Yeah, we had at least minimum 2 calls yesterday, one near the Aspen, one near the Highland Park Bridge, and the one we just played.
Oh, wow, so a minimum of 2 calls.
Yeah.
Wow. And they obviously just trust... What's that, buddy? Go ahead.
I get it, that it looks fun, and like, oh, maybe I could walk on it, but don't let your intrusive thoughts win, man. That's dangerous.
Right?
That's super dangerous. I work by the river. I don't want to see you on the river, except in a boat, but my goodness.
And about what time did these incidents happen, buddy?
Middle of the day. Middle of the day. It was 3 o'clock, middle of noon.
And was it always kids?
Yeah, kids. Kids out doing kid stuff.
No one fell through that you heard?
Not to my knowledge, but if they do that, they're going to send EMS, they're going to send a fireboat, they're going to send everybody, because they were like, oh, crap, did someone fall through? Is it what's going on? The city takes a let's be prepared before we have to react.
Right on.
Attitude when it comes to walking on ice. So they take it ultra serious.
Thanks, my brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. It's unbelievably stupid. I did really stupid things. I jumped trains, climbed bridges, idiotic, ignorant teenage things. Jumped off of bridges into the river from a very high point. Stole cars. Idiot. It's just bizarre. I want to play a clip because I'm going to get into this a lot today before we go to the break. And this is an issue that's come up since Trump won with folks who listen and pay attention to me. And I want you to hear these numbers reported first by CNN. Listen.
This is a very different Donald Trump. He's leading a very different administration in the way he's attacking things, and the American public is very much more in line with him than they were at any point during his entire first term.
Well, I would say, correction, this is not a very different Donald Trump. This is a very different Donald Trump as being viewed by voters in this
In the way he's going about things with Susan Wiles leading things. I think he is, going at things in a much less disorganized fashion, much more organized.
Take me back in history.
Take you back in history. So it was so interesting to me that Donald Trump's first net approval rating of his second term is higher than his entire first term. And I was interested, has that ever happened? Has the second term net approval rating in the first month, have you ever had a higher rating than any net approval rating during the entire first term? Donald Trump is the only...
I have a hard time believing this.
This is 100% true. I went back. I love spreadsheets. Donald Trump's is the first guy ever whose net approval rating in the first month of his second term is higher than any rating that he had in an entire first term, Kate Baldwin. This is true. I don't make stuff up. The numbers are the numbers.
I believe you in nothing except when you have it in the wall, and then I believe everything you say.
That's exactly right.
Which is why...
Okay, that's CNN. And here, there's two things. The liberal media, including CNN, have a very difficult time seeing Trump have any success. They have a very difficult time... They have a very difficult time telling the truth that Trump is having great success. And even those numbers confounded the anchor who said there's no way he's changed. He's still a jagoff. In essence, is what she said. Here's the problem I have. If you paid attention to what he said, they're the highest rating Trump has ever had, approval rating from Americans, ever. Ever. The highest rating we've ever seen for a president at this level, this early on. And I'm saying it with our own listeners. I like what Trump's doing. And you can't stand me saying that. One guy said, I'm doing it for ratings and revenue. Go away. Shoo fly. One woman said, oh, now you're on the Trump wagon. Shoo fly. Another woman said, oh, you're obsessed with Trump too. At the end of the day, he's doing things that I would do. At the end of the day, he's doing things to benefit America. Why do you have such a hard time wrapping your arms around the truth? If the guy's doing the right thing, he's doing the right thing. If he's doing the wrong thing, we'll tell you he's doing the wrong thing. The problem with mainstream far-left media outlets like CNN is they can't accept that he's kicking ass. They just can't. The problem with far-left flaming liberals and woke folks and progressives is any victory for Trump is a defeat for them. And they find it to be disheartening. Listen, they'd rather see Trump and America fail so they could say Trump sucks. And we would all agree. My question to you as we go to break, honestly, so far, and I want calls on this because I'm fascinated by this. So far, do you approve or disapprove of Trump? So far, do you approve or disapprove of Trump? 866-391-1020, 866-391-1020. Let's get some phones going. 866-391-1020. Give me a yell. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, what's up, Marty, is we have some minor delays. The Parkway East is kind of trying to make up its mind if it wants to have delays or not. So they're fluctuating. Inbounds, you're going to find the brake lights collecting a little bit for you between Edgewood, Swissvale, and the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Again, that's the inbound side. The outbound is getting just a smidge sluggish as you head past that Squirrel Hill Homestead interchange right now. Elsewhere throughout the commute, the late morning, mid-morning commute, you're doing just fine. Gives us a chance to give you a heads up for a road closure that kicked off this morning at 7. This is in Forward Township. So slide remediation work on Bonola River Road means that road is now closed to you between Regina Drive and Pangbird Hollow Road. It's supposed to stay closed through early March, and there is a posted detour. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let us help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG, so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with our Lowe's Red Vest associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Are you in need of long-term care but overwhelmed by the prospect of how you will afford it? Help is just a phone call away. This is Ben Urso of Zachariah Brown, Elder Law Attorneys. We will help you navigate the maze of Medicaid planning, veterans benefits, care advocacy, and asset protection planning, and work with you to help you develop a plan for you or a loved one. Call Zachariah Brown at 724-942-6200. That's 724-942-6200. Or visit us at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
Love Coit. You know that? I've had him in my house a dozen times over the years. Every single time. So professional. So amazing. Great pricing, great service, great experience. So start off the year with this 50% off savings. 50% off Coit. My friends at Coit right now is a slow month. So right now you get 50% off carpets, rugs, drapes, blinds. 1-800-FOR-QUIT. Can you imagine that? 1-800-FOR-QUIT. 50% off right now. You might not have a deal like that again, folks. Check it out. Coit rocks.
How would you like to have great beginnings for the new year? Lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, lower sugar, more mobility, greater self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth, fitting comfortably into clothes. This is Dr. Bridget Schufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. All of this is totally possible when excess weight is gone. Now is the time to make your hopes and dreams come true. Put doubts, fears of failure, and excuses in the past. Call Dr. Schufo at 1-800-900-THIN.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You want to hear something I love about Trump? This is what he was doing in L.A. So he goes out to L.A. and sees these fires. He's in this news conference with these jugheads and a lot of talking heads, including the mayor. And Trump is fed up with the time it's taking for folks to clear out their lots. I love how he took this on. Listen.
6 months is no good. And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris.
That's the mayor.
And you know, we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can.
You
And
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can
There's
do
not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot. I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked, I mean, you have a very powerful emergency power, and
Yes.
you can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can.
That's the mayor.
Yes, but you know, able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important
week
thing
is
is
a
for
long
people
time.
to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing. And I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit. And the permit's going to take them. Everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months.
All right. All right. So that's it. That was amazing to me. That was heroic. That was presidential. That was badass. So you want to come at me because I support Trump and this? That's your business. We call balls and strikes, man. We seek out the truth. And what he's doing is kicking ass for American Americans. He was calling BS. He was saying, let's do this now. And I'm putting my guy in charge. I love that. And if you don't like that I love that, I don't care. What we're trying to do here in America is make a difference. What they're trying to do there in L.A. is make a difference fast. And he was calling BS on bureaucrats. And he had success with it. And I thought it was magnificent. And if it bothers you that I call that magnificent because it's Trump, that's your problem, not mine. Go ahead, Forrest.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Great, man.
Hey, I'll make it great. I'll make it short and sweet. Trump is becoming the piñata for the woke.
It's true.
No matter what he does, it is wrong. Now, had somebody on their side of the aisle come up with his ideas and implemented them, which they never would,
right?
They'd be heroes.
Right.
This guy, no matter what, I mean, he could deliver each of us a goose that lays a golden egg, and they're going to claim bird flu.
But by the way, it works both ways, and that's the problem with politics in America. How do you feel about Trump's performance so far?
Oh my gosh, what can I say? I'm glad I voted the way I voted, and Marty, I learned the word pragmatic from you because I vote both ways. I'm not an independent. I'm a Republican, but I will vote where it makes sense.
Right.
I look back at Bill Clinton, balanced budget. I look at, this one, that one, Obama with Obamacare and some of the things he did. Great. Trump, this guy, my gosh.
He's kicking ass. That's the best I can tell you. Look, ma'am, look what he's doing there. Look what he did yesterday. With Colombia. That was beautiful. That's what America's about. Look what he's doing with deporting illegals in military planes. Oh, man. It's aggressive. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Marty, Bill. I'm a truck driver from Charleroi, PA.
Nice, man. Nice.
I support Trump. I got to be honest. I started listening to your show in the last few years. You used to be on with Larry because you guys told the truth, not just one side or the other. And I appreciate that. I support Trump with his immigration. I hope he can bring the prices down.
Yep.
And thank you.
I love it. Let me say something about prices. And J.D. Vance made an amazing comment with Margaret Brennan from Meet the Press over the weekend. Now, I love her. She's very, very, very intelligent, insanely hardworking. She said, well, why aren't grocery prices down? I said, Margaret, we've been on the job 5 days. He was right. 5 days. Susan, go ahead. Thanks for holding.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Susan.
Totally support what he's doing. This is what he was elected to do. His supporters are enjoying every day of this. He is.
I think a lot of outside Americans are too, like myself.
And J.D. Vance, he's the future. J.D. Vance will be the next president. And I support everything that they're doing.
They're being very aggressive, very assertive, and it's a great, great energy. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, bud. Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I just want to let you know I appreciate everything you do for the community. You're great with that stuff. I didn't vote for Trump. I have my own reasons for that. Mainly, it's because I just basically don't think he's a good human being.
Right.
Now, as far as the policies that's going on with him and some of the stuff he's doing, I think it's great.
Boom.
I mean, the whole
I love this.
Thing is
I love this. I love this. I love what you're saying. Right on.
Yeah, but there is one thing that I don't agree with. Letting all the people out of jail that didn't do anything in the Capitol is perfectly fine with me. They served their time. I think it's okay. You let them out. They've served enough time.
Right.
But anybody that committed violence, they absolutely still should be in jail for what they've done.
Spot on. Great call. Right on. We have to call balls and strikes. He should never, ever have left people walk from jail who beat the hell out of cops. Horrible message. Horrible idea. But you can't hit home runs every day. But the fact is, every day, they're swinging for the fence.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
At David's Bridal, love is in every stitch. From the initial sketch to the final details, each style is designed with exquisite craftsmanship. Every wedding gown, bridesmaid look, prom dress, and special occasion style in between features handcrafted details filled with love. Come see the magic in person. Book an appointment and sign up for Diamond Loyalty to save 15% on your first purchase. Earn points towards special rewards and more at davidsbridal.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater, the Pub at 333, Hofstadt's, Michael A's, Vinny's Tavern, and the place that started it all, Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them, and my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont, the best food, the best community. Check it out.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
27 and partly cloudy at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Buying eggs is much more expensive than the same time last year. Here's CBS's Deborah Rodriguez.
Government numbers show egg prices have taken flight over the past few months, and you can expect them to continue to soar thanks to inflation and a nationwide shortage triggered by bird flu. More than 30 million chickens have been killed in the last 3 months alone to prevent the disease from spreading. Shoppers have been hit with empty shelves. Restaurants are charging more for dishes made with eggs. Egg prices overall are about 37% higher than they were this time last year. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Tax filing season is here, and today is the day the IRS starts accepting returns. If you file electronically and your return is accurate, it should take fewer than 3 weeks to receive a refund. Police are warning people about the dangers of walking on frozen river ice. With more on that, here's News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
The Southern Armstrong Regional Police Department received a few 911 calls about kids who were playing on ice along frozen waters in the area, according to a Facebook post. Police say it's important to prioritize safety when it comes to icy conditions along rivers in the area that had frozen over, saying in part that warmer conditions have been thinning the ice. As the ice thins, the risk of breaking through increases significantly. Police are asking people to remind everyone, including children, about the dangers of walking on or playing on thawed ice. In the newsroom, Tamira Rush News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 44 points at 44,380. The NASDAQ is down 489 points, and the S&P is down 92. KDKA Radio News Time, 1031. Our next update at 11 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the relief hotline at 800-390-1164. 800-390-1164. 800-390-1164.
Rob Pierce is one of the go-to guys anywhere in America when it comes to anything involving damages, injuries. For instance, he's representing a significant number of folks who have been harmed by using these new miracle drugs, as they're called. Right? Ozempic. Last week I called Rob Pierce about a woman who's having a very difficult time with a trust, has a very difficult time with her family. Rob Pierce handled it. If there's a medical malpractice case, Robert Pierce and his firm handle it. They will give you a free consultation. One of the most engaged, one of the most active attorneys and law practices I've ever seen in my career. Medical malpractice, personal injury, fantastic, fantastic Law Firm, Robert Pearson Associates. 412-214-7477, 412-214-7477.
Hey, this is Lisa. You'll only find me at Nest Expressions Window Fashions in Wexford. Blind shades, shutters, and draperies are my passion. Call me 724-933-5500, nestexpressions.com.
Want to live a happier, healthier, pain-free life? Healing begins in New Kensington at the Optulux Wellness Center. Suffering from back pain, migraines, or injuries? Looking for prenatal care or massage therapy? For over 30 years, Dr. Ron Festa has led a team of specialists. Call Optulux Wellness Center for a no-obligation consultation. 724-335-5210. Or visit OptuluxWellness.com. Slow the aging. Stop the pain at Optulux Wellness Center.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, good morning. What's up?
Good morning, Marty. As we're looking out live with the PennDOT cameras over the area roads, we're seeing the construction zone lane restrictions that have been set up on the outbound or eastbound side of the Parkway East 376. So right around mile marker 82.4, if you like to gauge your travels that way. It's really slow there through the lane pinch that greets you between the Rhode Island Road interchange and the outbound Business 22 exit, the exit to Route 48 off of the Parkway East toward Monroeville. So leave extra travel time there. Getting reports of a disabled vehicle on the westbound Pennsylvania Turnpike's off-ramp at Monroeville. So do watch out for sluggish traffic on that ramp. Also, as you're coming inbound on the Parkway West now, we do have some heavier traffic all of a sudden. No reports of an accident or a disabled vehicle there, but you will find bunching right around that runaway truck sand pile before the Ford Pit tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine and breezy the rest of today, high 36. It'll remain breezy tonight, clouds increase early, then we'll have a couple of snow showers late tonight and first thing tomorrow. A heavier snow squall could produce reduced visibility and cause slippery travel conditions going into the morning commute. Tonight's low 28. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, let's get the week started right. It's Monday. Let's go over what Trump did over the weekend, those football games, so much more. And it's a little warmer, so that's good. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 today, right here, KDK.
All right, crazy morning at City Hall. Bizarre. Mayor's office. Well, what time was that? What do you think? About 9 o'clock. Mayor's office, about 9 o'clock. Listen to this call. Listen.
Base 3239 Able. Base. City County Building, 414 Grand Street, along with EMS and the sheriff's units, are requesting a city officer respond to the 5th floor in the mayor's office area. They have a 65-year-old male with a gash to his leg after having a toilet explode. 3280. 3280.
Do we have any more details on that? Was this a construction-type accident or a deliberate act? Do we know?
Gave the detail as I have it, sir.
One more.
Ambulance 45.
45.
This is for an E3 14th district in the lobby for the lobby of the City County Building at 414 Grand Street, 4th and Forbes. It says that a 65-year-old male had a toilet explode on him and has a gash in his leg. It's not serious, though. That bleeding.
We wouldn't be making fun of it if he was seriously injured, so you know. He's okay. And then there's this clip from this famous movie called Lethal Weapon. Listen.
Gonna die on the toilet, aren't I?
Guys like you don't die on toilets. Anyway, I'm here and I'm not planning on going just now.
Play it again.
Gonna die on the toilet on it. Guys like you don't die on toilets. Anyway, I'm here and I'm not planning on going just now.
One of the stars was sitting on a toilet, had a bomb attached to it, and if he got off the toilet would explode. City Hall this morning. Toilet exploded. Mayor's office. EMS cops on the scene. Wow. Well, world's greatest plumber, jump in here, please.
Hey,
come on,
that's
Ken.
Kind of crazy, huh?
What happens in that? What the hell is this?
The only thing I could think that happened was, they possibly had frozen pipes or, something like that. Air got into the line, and then, you figure those things work off pressure. You're talking almost, 70 pounds of pressure coming into that. If it finds a weak spot in that porcelain, yeah, I mean, it can happen. We see it quite a bit, actually.
What do you mean you see it quite a bit?
So when you're testing the lines, especially the ones where they don't actually have the handle to flush, they got the sensor. If you don't turn them off and then you pressurize that line, put air in it to test it for leaks, and somebody walks by, I've seen them, yeah. I had a guy that I knew that, messed his whole face up by porcelain. I mean, when that stuff breaks, it's like razor blades.
And the toilet can explode.
It can, especially, like I said, the ones with the Sloan valves like that, where it's working off the pressure of the, the main line. Yeah, it can happen. You don't typically see that in a residential. That's usually more of a commercial setting.
And it's from pressure?
Yeah, I mean, think about it logically. I mean, they don't have a tank on the back of them. They work off the pressure of, the incoming line. So that's about 70 pounds of pressure. So, I mean, figure, 2 car tires. I mean, that's about the same kind of pressure we're talking about.
Wow. Yeah, it can be dangerous.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, when that porcelain breaks, it's like razor blades. It cuts you real easy. And, I mean, it's deep usually.
Wow. Hey, it's starting to warm up. Are you still seeing exploding pipes?
Not so much more of the exploding ones. I mean, they're starting to thaw out, and we're starting to see leaks now, where the copper has been, split apart. We're still catching up with those. But, yeah, now that everything's thawing out, it's slowing down a little bit. Now we just got to go fix everything.
Have you ever been injured by an exploding toilet?
I have not. I've been lucky enough to remember to turn the valves and everything off, but I'm actually heading right now to go change 9 of those Sloan valves. So hopefully I remember to turn them off before I test everything.
Thanks, brother.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Play the first clip one more time, please, Ryan. Thanks, brother.
Base 3239 Able. Base. City County Building, 414 Grant Street, along with EMS and the sheriff's units, are requesting a city officer respond to the 5th floor in the mayor's office area. They have a 65-year-old male with a gash to his leg after having a toilet explode.
3280.
3280.
Do we have any more details on that? Was this a construction-type accident or a deliberate act? Do we know?
Gave the detail as I have it, sir.
Wow. Where's that one plumber the city had? Wow. 5th floor mayor's office. Don't know if the guy was on the toilet when it exploded, but it exploded. I'm getting texts from everywhere making jokes about the guy sitting on the toilet and it exploding. Why wouldn't I? It's an old town. They're old bathrooms. And if you've been in them, as my boy Adam says, fantastic PG reporter, the City County building was opened in 1917. Those toilets look as if they haven't been touched since 1917. The guy's okay. It wasn't the mayor. It wasn't the mayor's staff. Probably somebody in there using the toilet when it blew up. All right? All right. It is kind of funny. Couple of folks. Well, if that's true, now the city's under pressure to pay the guy. Get it? Another one. Your next music clip needs to be under pressure. Get it? Here's what my boy Rob. I feel like Pittsburgh is an SNL skit. It is rather amusing to have EMS and cops head to the city-county building for an exploding toilet. I do find that rather amusing. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, Marty, well, what's up is it's pretty tame out there in terms of the regular rush hour delays. We have a couple of spots where you do have some slowdowns or closures around construction crews. This closure is of note because it's at least the second time that we've had slide remediation work affecting Banola River Road in Forward Township. This is Allegheny County. So at 7 this morning, they kicked off an round-the-clock closure through early March on Banola River Road between Regina Rove and Pangburn Hollow Road. So do watch out for the posted detour and leave extra time as you travel there. Watch for a single-lane restriction on 65 northbound today. If you're traveling out of Emsworth, past the Camp Horn Road exit and intersection, and then up toward I-79, you're going to find a single lane between Wollaston Avenue and Terrace Drive as crews do work there until about 3 p.m. today. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Start new at Jim Shorkey Kia in North Huntington. New all-wheel drive, 25 Kia Sorento and Sportage, 1.9 APR for 60 months. Remaining new 24 Kia Sorentos, now up to $7,000 off MSRP. Your deal, your way. What a great day. Kia's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKia.com. Includes all applicable factory rebates and dealer discounts with approved credit. May require financing through Kia Motors Finance based on December 2024 sales volume in Pennsylvania. See dealer for complete details. Offers expire 2/3/25.
Local news can come at you fast. Want the latest on what's happening in your backyard? Download the free Odyssey app. Follow your local news station, and you'll get alerts on the top stories making headlines in your city. You can stay in the know, no matter what you're up to, and be among the first to find out when news breaks. Plus, keep tabs on weather and traffic, so you're never caught off guard. To get started, download the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, and follow your local news station.
Tune in this Sunday morning at 8 for the Coons Cooking Hour with Rob Pratt and the Coons Market team on Groundhog Day as they discuss favorite springtime recipes. It's the Coons Cooking Hour presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer.
It's the KDKA Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Every Friday at 6, we bring you the best players, the best sounds of the game, and the best matchups in the WPIAL. This week, Central Valley visits Avonworth, presented by Coons Quality Foods, the official store of high school basketball. Allegheny Health Network Sports Medicine, official sports medicine of high school basketball. Tobacco-free Adagio Health. And brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there isn't a Parmar store near you, there will be soon. Only on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway, because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Milo's Rewards Week is coming, and it's kind of a big deal. Members, get ready for 7 days of up to 40% off store-wide on hundreds of items. Save on the top brands in bath, tools, paint, and more. Our biggest member deals are on January 30th through February 5th. So if you're not a loyalty member, now's the time to join for free. Lowe's knows home improvement. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Betty from Oregon asks, my mom has a whole life policy which she has paid into for decades. The cash value right now is $100,000. I have to take over the policy and payments, and I'm inclined to keep it given my mother's age. What do you think? Okay, Betty, instead of putting any more new money into the policy, I would recommend talking to the insurance company and seeing if you can use some of the cash value to pay for the premiums going forward. Doing this will lower the death benefit, but it is a better strategy than putting more money into the policy right now.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, same conversation. We're jumping around here because there's a lot going on. Same conversation about Trump we're going to have about J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance has stepped up and become a leader. Maybe he's always been, but he did a sit-down with Margaret Brennan. Largest audience on Sundays, Meet the Press. Very direct. Very, very direct and spot on. Listen to J.D. Vance. Listen.
You campaigned on lowering prices for consumers. We've seen all of these executive orders. Which one lowers prices?
We have done a lot, and there have been a number of executive orders that have caused already jobs to start coming back into our country, which is a core part of lowering prices. More capital investment, more job creation in our economy is one of the things that's going to drive down prices for all consumers, but also raise wages so that people can afford to buy the things that they need. If you look at our slate of executive orders, no, Margaret, prices are going to come down, but it's going to take a little bit of time, right? The president has been president for all of 5 days.
Hold on,
I think that in those
hold on. This is why I love that. That was direct, it was factual, and it was spot on. We collectively as journalists, left, right, middle, I don't care where the hell you're at. You're always going for the gotcha. I'll get him. I'll get him. Trump promised to lower prices. Boom. Why didn't he lower prices? J.D. Vance, we're 5 days in. Strong, man. Strong. Play the next clip, buddy, please.
Well, Margaret, I don't agree that all these immigrants or all these refugees have been properly vetted. In fact, we know that there are cases of people who allegedly were properly vetted and then were literally planning terrorist attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember. So clearly not all of these foreign nationals have been properly vetted.
But there are 30,000 people in the pipeline, Afghan refugees.
But my primary concern as the vice president, Margaret, is to look after the American people. And now that we know that we have vetting problems with a lot of these refugee programs, we absolutely cannot unleash thousands of unvetted people into our country.
These people
it's
are
not
vetted.
good.
These people are vetted.
Just like the guy who planned a terrorist attack in Oklahoma a few months ago, he was allegedly properly vetted, and many people in the media and the Democratic Party said that he was properly vetted. Clearly he wasn't. I don't want my children to share a neighborhood with people who are not properly vetted, and because I don't want it for my kids, I'm not going to force any other American citizens' kids to do that either.
No, and that was a very particular case. It wasn't clear if he was radicalized when he got here or while he was living here.
I don't really care, Margaret. I don't want that person in my country, and I think most Americans agree with me.
Strong, man. Same thing. Are you pleased with J.D. Vance so far? He's kind of blown me away with his integrity, his honesty, very direct. Calling BS on Margaret Brennan. By the way, she's very, very good. Has a massive audience. Works her tail off. But she's left. And he called BS on her. I actually love it. It wasn't ignorant. It wasn't obnoxious. How has J.D. Vance performed? 866-391-1020. 866-391-1020. It's fascinating. I like the aggressive approach. I like the attitude. I like how direct they've been. I like how they've taken quick action. It doesn't make me a bad guy because I'm completely pleased with a lot of the things Trump and Vance have done. It's amazing. The aggressive nature of the actions they've taken with removing illegals. I got this note. The negative side of the deportation order, we're going to talk to this guy. My beautiful niece and nephew live in Seattle with my sister. Their father is a Mexican-American citizen, but they pass for more Latino than white. They have gotten threats that ICE is going to be called. Now they are carrying a copy of their birth certificates with them at all times, even at school and church. The threat is real. Are you pleased with J.D. Vance? 866-391-1020. 866-391-1020. By the way, he's spot on with that. It does create angst. It does create anxiety. I have heard some reports of nominal ICE movement in this region. I checked with the sheriff, Kevin Krause. He has seen nothing. Nothing. I have checked with a number of cops that I know in the city. They have seen nothing in terms of ICE, in terms of arrests of immigrants. As I have said most of my career here in Pittsburgh, nominal illegal population. If you check at the jail right now, if you check at the Allegheny County Jail, of the 2,000 plus inmates, well below 100, any type of immigrant status. I have always said that there is no substantial illegal problem in Pittsburgh. And I could also see how this would create anxiety for folks living anywhere in the country who are kind of feeling anxious because of their status. As long as they do it legally, as long as they do it right, go for it. Illegal's illegal. I love it. Let's do it the right way. Let's be assertive about it. Let's do it the way you would think we should do it. By the book. Go ahead, Rick.
Hey, how you doing? I guess I'm talking about J.D. Vance. So the dude's high IQ. You know, Margaret Brandon, like you said, she's pretty left. That's fine. You know, you want to be that way, you got that option in America. J.D. Vance is just straight and direct. He's a former Marine. You know, I know he wasn't like this big officer, but he came from where we came from. He went to Yale, and everybody used to hit on him, like, you know, a lot of people on the left, like, you know, he went to Yale. You know, it's like, this is a guy that got plucked. You know, and it's meritocracy at work. That's the way this country is built on. That's what made us advanced as far as we did. Even in our civilization, the way we treat each other. You know, it doesn't matter where you come from, where you're at. You know, you try and be respectful of everybody, and you get that back.
He nailed it, and you nailed it, and you're right. The book that he wrote about his life is insane. The movie is insane. His relationship with his mother, insane. And the fact that he made it to Yale on his own is insane. But the way he threw down with Margaret Brennan, I'm not picking on Margaret, I love her, very direct, very hardworking, huge ratings, very liberal. My boy Billy nailed it. Technically, we all need to carry ID with us. It's part of the process. Right on, Billy.
Honored to win the Marconi Award as the best news talk station in the country. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
If you are new to Medicare and have questions, Aetna can help. Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plan includes benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-833-771-3415 to learn more. A licensed agent will answer your call.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy.
and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-317-2277. That's 800-317-2277. 800-317-2277.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
29 degrees with a few clouds at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. New this hour, 5 young people are in the hospital after a head-on collision this morning near Ligonier's EMS station in Westmoreland County. 2 adults were also injured. 1 child flown to Children's Hospital for treatment. One of the adults was also flown to a hospital. Investigators say a yellow Porsche likely crossed into oncoming traffic and hit head-on a Chevy Suburban that the children were inside. Activist investor Ancora Holdings is pushing U.S. Steel to drop its proposed merger with Nippon Steel. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has the latest.
Ancora intends to rally shareholders around a plan to oust U.S. Steel's chief executive and drop litigation to salvage a merger with the Japanese steelmaker. Ancora has nominated 9 director candidates to U.S. Steel's 12-person board, including former Stelco CEO Alan Kestenbaum. Stelco, a Canadian steel company, was acquired by Cleveland-Cliffs last year. The activist arrival comes after U.S. Steel agreed to sell itself to Nippon Steel for more than $14 billion in late 2023. Former President Joe Biden blocked the deal at the start of the year on national security concerns. Biden's decision is being challenged in court by both companies. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
President Trump is expected to sign more executive orders today, focusing on the military. CBS's Stacey Lynn has that.
According to the New York Post, one of the executive orders would ban transgenders from serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, and another would dismantle the military's diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. CNN is reporting the president is expected to sign a third executive order, which would reinstate service members with back pay who were discharged for refusing to get vaccinated from COVID-19. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
Pittsburgh AI companies are transforming the global supply chain. One example is using autonomous drones to scan and itemize warehouse inventory. On the Big K Morning Show, Duquesne professor of supply chain management Michael Sherwin explained how these changes will impact the consumer.
There's been talk of sort of drone transportation, getting your goods from the sources to the end user, shorter deliveries, more efficiency, and then also the visibility of being able to see your order as it's moving across the supply chain.
He says from a jobs standpoint, he predicts a shift in the labor market. After being closed for nearly 2 years, a popular restaurant in West Mifflin is about to reopen. News Radio KDKA's Rob Taylor has more.
You may recall back in April of 2023, a fire destroyed the ceiling of the Buffalo Wild Wings location on Mountain View Drive with extensive damage to other areas of the restaurant. It's been closed ever since. But today, it reopens. The 7,200 square foot sports bar will bring 100 full-time and part-time jobs to the local community. Restaurant features more than 50 TVs on the walls, all new flooring, and it opens just in time for the big game on February 9th and the NCAA men's basketball tournament coming up in March. Rob Taylor, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 70 points at 44,354. The NASDAQ is down 533 points. That's more than 2.5% this morning. And the S&P is down 101. KDKA Sports, the Penguins road trip continues tonight at San Jose. And in college hoops, Penn State is at number 21, Michigan. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. TrustPJ.com. KDKA Radio, news time 11:03. 29 now. Partly cloudy in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Over 65 and still on your employer's health insurance? Not sure what's best for you to do? Contact the One Health Benefits team and get excellent advice from their professionals on the best options for your needs. One Health Benefits has been providing people with customized health benefit choices for over 2 decades. You only know what you know, so let the One Health Benefits experts help you with what they know. Call One Health Benefits today, 724-799-8873. Learn more at onehealthbenefits.com.
Hi, I'm Ken Mears, founder of Great Healthworks, the maker of Omega XL. Folks, if you're searching for an answer to your daily aches, pains, and soreness, then try Omega XL. It's a natural product sourced from a green lip mussel. This oil extract is one of the most powerful, natural, joint relief super oils in the world. This one-of-a-kind extract is not found in any other product and is backed by over 40 years of clinical research, showing that Omega XL provides relief from joint pain due to inflammation. Stop living in pain. Inflammation is controllable, it's manageable, and it's fixable. Importantly, Omega XL is small, easy to swallow, with no fishy aftertaste. And it works. We've put over 20 years into this quality brand, ensuring that Omega XL makes a difference in your life. Try it, and you won't be disappointed.
Call now for Omega XL's BOGO special. 800-725-2090. That's less than $20 a bottle. Remember, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. Terms apply. 800-725-2090. 800-725-2090. Or OmegaXL.com/news.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. And what's up is if you're headed outbound on the Parkway East at this hour, you have a lot of company through some construction zone lane restrictions. So this is after you round the bend by the Churchill interchange, heading out between the Penn Hills interchange and the exits for Monroeville at Route 48. You do have some very heavy traffic for the better portion of that part of the ride on 376 eastbound or outbound, so leave extra travel time for you there. Parkway West inbound just slow at the mouth of the Fort Pitt tunnels. That's the good news. Heading northbound on Route 65 today through Emsworth, you have traffic down to a single lane between Wollaston Avenue and Terrace Drive. That's just north of the very busy intersection with Camp Horn Road as you head up toward I-79. Crews will be working there till about 3 p.m. today. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly sunny with a gusty breeze. The rest of today, high 36. It'll be breezy tonight as clouds increase early, followed by some snow showers late tonight and first thing tomorrow. Watch for reduced visibility and poor travel conditions late tonight. Low tonight 28. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Hey, this is Lisa. You'll only find me at Nest Expressions Window Fashions in Wexford. Blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies are my passion. Call me 724-933-5500, nestexpressions.com.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Hey. Check this out. I wanted to get this number. How many gift cards you have that you haven't used? I found one for a restaurant that I had 2 years ago. I'm trying to see the number. I'm searching this right now. Give me 1 second. And then I have this story about Big Lots, and it's kind of unfortunate. We've had this issue before, by the way, where a small business, family-owned restaurant goes out of business and people had gift cards. And there's different ways to attack this. Sometimes what happens is the Attorney General's office, state, will go after proceeds after they sell the business, and then they'll split that. Wow. This says up to $1 billion worth of gift cards go unused. $1 billion every year. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. So, this came to my attention, this phenomenon, and by the way, we all do this. We all forget. We all don't have the time. We get these gift cards. But my concern with this particular young lady is just a lot of people are affected, is Big Lots. Big Lots. All 900 of their stores are being liquidated, 900 plus. And that makes trouble for folks with gift cards. Good morning, Eileen. How are you?
Good morning.
How are you, my friend?
Glad to hear from you.
Tell me what happened with Big Lots. This is happening to a lot of people, and I'm glad you brought this up to us.
I have 2 gift cards, and I knew that they were going out of business. We went there on Friday evening, and I made my purchase, and I got to the register, and there was a note on the register saying we no longer accept gift cards after January 17th. So needless to say, I said, "Are you serious?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "What am I supposed to do with that, with this now?" And he said, "Well, I don't know, but we just got corporate, sent us a note and said, stop all gift cards." And he was very polite and nice about it. So I went home and I decided to pursue it. So I called the number on the back of the card, and he said, the register man told me that they stopped all payment. So I went home and I checked how much money I had left, and they said 0. And I thought, that's wrong. So then I sent them an email, and they said, "Sorry to make you upset, but we no longer take gift cards."
Yep. How much were the gift cards for?
One was 30 and one was 25.
When did you get them?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. It might have been for an anniversary in June. And like you said, I put it aside and thought, oh, I'll use it someday.
But they're close to 900 stores. I'm guessing there's thousands of people and millions of dollars at stake here. Wouldn't you agree?
I most certainly.
It's actually fascinating that you went there last week because what was Friday's date? What would that have been? That would have been
23rd.
23rd. And they quit taking them on Friday the 17th.
Correct.
Wow. You missed by a week.
And I didn't see it on the email or anything saying, there was no warning. If there was, I must have missed it, but I didn't see that.
I pay attention to the news. I did not see this at all. But I don't shop at Big Lots. Patrick, how about you? We've done this kind of piece before, and we have some advice for you. Did you? I don't pay attention to. I knew they were being liquidated.
I knew they were closing all their stores, and I knew they had put warnings out about use your gift cards now before they close them. But I didn't see anything about them stopping before they shut the stores down.
Well, I went to the one in North Versailles about 2 months ago, and they said, "Guess what? We're not closing now."
Oh.
I said, "Oh, okay." And then maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, it said they're closing all the stores.
Oh, yeah.
There was a buyer that fell through.
A venture capital company bumped them. But I want to read this note she's talking about. "We sincerely thank you for shopping at Big Lots. As you may know, our stores are currently undergoing liquidation. As a result, we will no longer be able to accept Big Lots gift cards after January 16th. Huh. Only on January 3rd did they announce the completion of this sales agreement to this venture capital firm. They're going to acquire 400 Big Lots stores, 2 distribution centers. It aims some jobs are saved, but at the end of the day, they sure didn't give you much notice, did they, Eileen?
No, they didn't.
The only thing I can suggest, but it's important, because we've done this before, you go to the state attorney general's office, go to the Consumer Affairs Division, and oftentimes what they will do is they'll get enough people who complain, and I'm hoping others who are part of this problem hear this, and they'll file a complaint against them. They'll go after the remaining money from sales of the stores. And sometimes, not every time, but sometimes they can get your money back.
Okay.
Yep. So the Consumer Affairs Division of the State Attorney General's office.
Is that like an email?
Yeah, go to their website, Pennsylvania. Go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the website's really easy to get to. It's attorneygeneral.gov. So the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office has made that really easy. They got the first ones in there. So attorneygeneral.gov, and at the top right-hand side of the page, if you're looking on a desktop, you'll see Submit a Complaint.
Very good. Well, thank you for your attention to the matter.
No, I'm glad you did this. You actually helped us, because I guarantee you there are thousands of people that have these gift cards, maybe more.
Well, I have a friend that had one from Bed Bath & Beyond, and they wouldn't honor it because they all closed, but they told her they're still online.
Oh. Well, wherever they're at, wherever they say they're at, it can't help you right now. Go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead, buddy.
So Bed Bath & Beyond did go completely under.
Yes, they did.
And another company, if you remember Overstock.com, they bought the brand and the name and then rebranded everything. So Bed Bath & Beyond that's there now is not what it used to be. Different company completely.
All right. Very good.
Eileen, I appreciate you doing this. You probably helped out a lot of folks. And once you reach out to the AG's office, send me another email, and then we'll push them a little bit because they do a hell of a job. And and then we'll follow it from there, okay?
Very good.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you. Happens all the time. And the truth is, I pay no attention to gift cards. There are some businesses that they consider this part of their profit. They hope that you don't use the gift cards. And the number I pulled up is that about $1 billion a year goes unspent. I believe that. I found a gift card 2 years old from a restaurant. 2 years old. So, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work with the business itself, then you got to go to the Attorney General's office, and we'll let you know what happens with Eileen. It's a great phone call. From the PJ Fitzpatrick. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser and Genesis. Love the Genesis. What's up out there, Ellen?
All right, thanks, Marty. What's up out there is we're getting just now reports of another accident adding to our roster. This is Sawmill Run Boulevard at the intersection with Whitehead Street, so we'll bring you more details as soon as we have them here. In any case, watch for the first responders who are headed to the scene there. Sawmill Run Boulevard behind the Liberty Tunnels right now, rolling decently with less than traffic light delays. Same story at the intersection there with West Liberty Avenue as you make your way into the Liberty Tunnels. Parkway West as you make your way toward those Fort Pitt tunnels, maybe toward downtown. Well, you just have a little bit of bunching right around that Banksville on-ramp before the tunnel portal. Outbound on the Parkway West, going toward the airport, a decent ride, no accidents or problems in your way there. Parkway East inbound is rolling well as you head toward the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Heading eastbound on 376 toward Monroeville, watch out for slowdowns through the construction zone between Penn Hills and the intersection and exit 448 in Monroeville. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friends at NASCO Roofing work year-round. While it's wintry outside, now's a great time to get that roof project going with a free estimate from NASCO, the region's roofing leader. Roofs are all NASCO does, and they're the only company I want on my roof. And they're experts at it. An A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. NASCO is the best. A lifetime warranty on all materials and labor. Call NASCO today. 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000. NASCO.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
When you hire our firm, you become part of the family. Nobody messes with family. Get the good guys, Goodrich and Geist.
Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will.
How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy. Like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
In the dynamic world of programmatic ad buying, Viant is your ultimate CTV partner. Target with precision. Buy with confidence. Viant empowers you with AI-driven technology that reaches your audience where they engage most, ensuring your message hits home. And the campaign results? Transparent, thanks to Viant's advanced measurement suite. For media buyers who demand the best, Viant delivers. Viant. Elevate your CTV campaign performance.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
Hear about it. Then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
So, I got to tell this story. And I can't use the video yet, but I'm working to use the video because we have to use it at some point. Oakmont Bakery, one of the coolest places on earth. And Mark Soraya, who's my man, he's like a brother to me, says it all the time. The beauty of a bakery is everybody in there's happy. Honestly, they're buying baked goods, for God's sakes. Come on. You're eating baked goods. Come on. And they do a hell of a job. They have great employees. Everything about that place rocks. We were there Friday. So, Mark has cameras all over the store because people steal stuff, which is even more bizarre. There are people that steal baked goods. It's kind of sad. And what's even more sad is what happened Friday. So we're there for this Marty party, we like to call it. We had a hell of a time. It's an amazing joint. So couple comes in. I'd say the guy was in his 60s, right? With his wife. The nicest people on earth. Celebrating his birthday. Came in to say hi to us. And they parked their car. Fine. You see a woman come in, older woman. You see her picture there, Patrick. I'd say she's in her 70s, right?
Yeah, I just watched that video. My God.
That people act that way.
Yeah, so he told us he was in his 60s. It was his birthday. He said she had to be probably in her 70s.
And we're only saying this because what she did is extraordinarily ignorant. And it kind of makes you wonder about people in general and what makes them enraged. So this wonderful guy celebrating his birthday comes in to say hi. This woman believes that they took her parking space. I'd say she was in her 70s. Frail, too. Small, all gray hair, very small frame. She comes into the store, and there's two different camera angles. And we're going to get use of this video, which I will post, but I just have to tell this story. She walks over to this. They have all these racks in there with all these cakes and cookies and bread and stuff. Okay? She grabs a cake from the rack, and it falls on the floor. The lid comes off. She bends down, picks up a big wad of it in her hand. Now, this couple, unbeknownst to them, is just standing at the register. They're buying some stuff. It's his birthday, for God's sakes. They're ordering lunch. I forgot. She walks up to the man with this big wad of cake in her hands and blasts it off of his back. And then, Patrick, I didn't even know she did this. She hits the woman in the chest with the cake. Wow.
Just wow.
Like, outraged. She went nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. He said she accosted him in the parking lot, used all sorts of fun expletives, and then comes into the bakery and continues by assaulting him with a cake.
She attacked them with a cake. Now, it is funny. It's right up there with the exploding toilet we had on the air this morning. However, what it does for me is it kind of outlines the world we live in and the rage that people feel. Think about what it would take for you and where you're at in your life and where you're at in your headspace to be mad because someone you think took your parking space. By the way, she took a handicap space. So they take your space. You're so hacked off, you want revenge. You go into a bakery after parking illegally in a handicap space, which is kind of ironic, right? Because she's accusing them of doing something inappropriate, and she takes a handicap spot. She goes into the bakery and grabs a cake and hits them with it, rubs it all over the guy's back, and then hits the woman in the chest with the cake, and then leaves and takes off. Now, the cops in Oakmont came out, and they're using this video to identify her and send her some sort of citation. I don't know what that is. Disorderly conduct. I don't know. Theft. Assault, I guess. But at the end of the day, if the couple, and I'm hearing the couple doesn't want to, if they don't want to press charges, then nothing will happen. Because they'll need them in court, they'll have to testify, and it's nothing but a hassle. My concern is not to reach out and punish this woman, honestly, but to understand why. We're kind of in a place in time where people decided that rage is okay. People decided that it's all right to be enraged. It's all right. James Hogan, my man. Marty Party makes old birds go ballistic. I find it amazing the different things that make people enraged in today's society. I find it fascinating that people are that angry that they'll seek revenge over a parking space. And I find it amazing that you think when someone's older, they'd have peace with themselves. You think when someone's headed to a bakery that they're kind of in a good place, right? You could always say, now, I don't know what's going on in her life, and that would be true. But I certainly know this. There is no circumstance, ever, where I would ever think that person took my parking space, I'm going to get even by hitting them with a cake. Now, we joke about this, but there is a substantial number of shootings and murders on highways involving road rage over somebody cutting someone off, where people actually die. We live in a very, very stressful time, and folks have very different ways of expressing that angst. In this case, with that woman, her way of getting even was to hit someone with a cake. And she's someone's grandmother, someone's mother, might be someone's caregiver. It ain't worth it, ma'am. We certainly don't want you punished, but we would like to know why the hell you're so damn angry. All right? All right.
Your business to the next level? Meet Viant AI, the world's first fully autonomous advertising platform. With Viant AI, you can automate media planning, analyze results, and drive smarter decisions, all while saving you time and resources. Viant AI helps you unlock new potential and boost productivity regardless of your expertise. Visit Viant.ai today and see how the future of artificial intelligence in advertising can work for you.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow. Thanks, Dad.
doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you, you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Loyalty has its rewards at your neighborhood Parmar store. See for yourself. Download the Parmar Stores app today and find deals, coupons, and earn points to get free groceries. Dan Zangrili reminding you that if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to move better? Do you want to decrease your meds? Do you want to have more self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence? Then why not? Let's do it. I'm Dr. Bridget Chufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. You've heard my voice now for over 26 years. I'll be your partner. Make it easy, possible. We live in Pittsburgh. We'll be living the next few months in the cold. Let's make this time our time for improving ourselves and emerge a brand new person. Give me a call at 1-800-900-THIN.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
29 and partly cloudy at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A second Republican mayoral candidate is set to announce he's running tomorrow. News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado has more.
The City of Pittsburgh Republican Committee shared on Facebook on Sunday that businessman Thomas West, who owns men's clothing store Trim in Lawrenceville, is scheduled to announce his candidacy tomorrow in East Liberty. West's background also includes time behind the scenes at both WPXI and WTAE TV. He wants to focus on public safety, making the city more business-friendly, transparency in government, and fixing the budget. David Ballarado, News Radio, KDKA.
An AccuWeather meteorologist is warning of dangerous ice conditions on the rivers with warmer temperatures ahead. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has that story.
Meteorologist Brandon Buckingham tells me no ice is completely safe, but one should know the body of water they're venturing on.
If there's moving water underneath that ice, that can oftentimes lead that to create that ice very slowly, and then when it warms up, that ice can melt off very quickly.
Buckingham says with temperatures climbing above freezing this week, things can change in a matter of days.
Maybe one day you might be safe on the ice. The next day, that top layer could turn to slush or just completely melt off, and there could be open water once again.
For information regarding ice conditions on certain lakes, you can contact the Department of Natural Resources. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
Five-time Country Music Entertainer of the Year Luke Bryan's tour will be in Burgettstown in August. Bryan's The Country Song Came On tour will stop at the Pavilion at Star Lake on Saturday, August 2nd. Ticket sales begin this Friday at 10 a.m. at lukebryan.com. On Wall Street, the Dow's down 76 points at 44,348. The NASDAQ is down 646 points, and the S&P is down 117. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:31. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-700-6898. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-700-6898. That's 800-700-6898 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
At David's Bridal, love is in every stitch. From the initial sketch to the final details, each style is designed with exquisite craftsmanship. Every wedding gown, bridesmaid look, prom dress, and special occasion style in between features handcrafted details filled with love. Come see the magic in person. Book an appointment and sign up for Diamond Loyalty to save 15% on your first purchase. Earn points towards special rewards and more at davidsbridal.com.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up.
Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
If I'm sitting around and I'm watching football, some people they want this big thing of nachos. Some people want chili. If you could make me a cold meatloaf sandwich, that's what I'd go for. Have the fireplace on, that screams cold to me.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, Marty, what's up is we have minimal delays as you head out and about, especially heading into the downtown area at this point in the morning. We do want to let you know that we just had word from PennDOT within the last hour or so that they're going to be doing some intermittent traffic stoppages on the Route 978 Millers Run Road Bridge. This is kicking off for this week in South Fayette Township. So this is where the structure of Route 978 goes over Dolphin Run, and that's underway in South Fayette Township. So short-term stoppages of up to 15 minutes at a time could occur at that bridge. It's located between Mohawk Road and Battle Ridge Road, and that work will happen 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays through Friday, January 31st. So consider yourselves warned. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine and breezy the rest of today with a high of 36. It'll remain breezy tonight. Clouds will increase early, then a little cloudy with some snow showers around after midnight and into early tomorrow. Any heavier snow shower could produce some slippery travel conditions and reduced visibility. Tonight's low 28. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Imagine all the things you dream of under one roof. You're thinking of eBay. Fashion, collectibles, car parts, it's all there. Go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay, things people love.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, so I want to play this clip of this minister talking about giving and receiving. It's spot on. Listen to this.
Here's a fascinating study that was just completed. That any person who is the recipient of an act of kindness has their serotonin levels increased just because they received an act of kindness. And their immune system is strengthened because they received this dose of kindness. That's the recipient. And secondly, any person who is the giver, the provider of an act of kindness, anything you ever do, but particularly towards the people that you're close to in your life, and particularly towards strangers, with just a smile, the serotonin levels in you are increased to the same degree that they are in the receiver. And so is your immune system strengthened. You want to strengthen your immune system? Be kind. But even more dramatic than that, I get excited about this. Because this is what blows me away about it, is that the observer of an act of kindness, the observer of an act of kindness has their serotonin levels and their immune system strengthened just because they're in the energy field of someone who is displaying kindness. When you see someone being kind to another person, it's like a dose of an antidepressant.
It's amazing. Spot on. I live this. Most recently, we were with Tootie's folks, Bob Tootie Mechanical, and we were in the house of these two women that had no heat, both of them on dialysis. They had space heaters all over the house, scared the hell out of us because space heaters get to be dangerous. And we were there when Tootie's people put in a new boiler and sink system, about a $20,000 job. And the gratitude and the joy and the feeling of love that comes from those sort of moments is that day, Tootie's folks put in 15 free furnaces. Talk about gratitude. Talk about serotonin. In fact, that clip there was sent to me earlier this morning by Bob, Tootie's amazing wife, Mary Lee. Speaking of, my boy Billy Sawyer, his family does amazing things. They just give a damn, and they care, and they make a difference. And one of those people is his brother Bob, who's doing something amazing right now. Good morning, man. How are you, Bob?
Marty, how are you?
My man, you are the best.
Can you hear me all right? I just found out I have a flat tire on my trailer.
Oh, my goodness, you sound great. So,
okay,
tell our listeners what you're doing right now and why you're there, because it's magnificent. We have pictures on our stream.
All right, right now we are in Jonesboro, Tennessee. We've delivered 3 tiny houses down here, and we just got done finishing setting up one of them, and we are headed to a second location. The first one we set up is for a 93-year-old gentleman. He's an old Air Force veteran. And when we were driving back to his house, there's a big mountain range to my left, to the south, and there's a little river down in it. I mean, it's little. So I'm thinking driving back the road that we're going to hang a left somewhere, and we're going down into this river valley. But instead, we turn up this lane, and there's this one-story brick house sitting up on a hill. And I'm thinking to myself, well, there's no way this house flooded its way up here on this hill. There's no way. Well, it did. This house completely flooded.
What?
It was up to the gutters.
What?
It was a one-story brick house. It was up to the gutters, up on this hill. So we're standing there and we're looking down at the river bottom, trying to fathom that the water in the river bottom must have been 100 feet deep.
That's amazing.
To back up to this farm. And the river bottom, the river valley, is full of farms, houses. We just drove through it 5 minutes ago. And everything's obliterated.
That's amazing.
For miles. The farmers actually started cutting their fences and letting their cattle loose so they could get the high ground.
Wow.
So until you've seen this, you can't believe it. The only thing you can do is, if you go on YouTube and you Google up drone footage of the floods down here, it will give you somewhat of an idea, but it is unbelievable.
Well, Bob, you're a Butler guy, so how the heck did you get involved, and why did you get involved in this? By the way, this is all insane flooding damage from months and months ago. Go ahead.
There's a little local church called the Leatherwood Church by New Bethlehem, and a lot of the people that attend there are my neighbors, and I heard about it through the grapevine, and 3 weeks ago they're pre-constructing these little houses up there, and we're trucking them down here. Brought 3 down yesterday, 2 on a tractor trailer, and 1 on my trailer, and they're all outfitted with showers, little hot water tanks, propane heat. We have electric heat in them in case they can't get their propane tanks filled. They're fully insulated, and they're really cozy because we were working on them up there in below zero weather, and they were cozy inside.
So you built them up here, and you drove them down there in your own trailer?
Yes, and and a man from up in New Bethlehem area hauled 2 of them down on his tractor trailer. And because some of these places are so remote and mountainous, when we got them down here, we actually transferred them from the tractor trailer onto tilt bed trucks, so they could get them up into the site. I have standing beside me Julie Graff. She is one of the head brainchilds of this whole organization. They call it the Leatherwood, or the Leatherwood Church.
Nice.
They call this project the Leatherwood Lions Dens.
Wow.
And she's standing here beside me now because we have a flat tire on my trailer.
So
say hi to Marty.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, sweetheart. So some of these people, my dear, they have been living in tents the entire winter, haven't they?
Some of them fenced, some of them lean-to sheds, some of them sleeping in their cars. A couple of them in campers, but some of the campers have been, damaged as well. So not everything is it's definitely not cozy. It is really beyond destruction down here.
What motivated you to want to get involved and help these people so far from home?
Honestly, Marty, it was God. Our church in the first 2 weeks of this disaster, our community gathered up so many things to bring down here, and it was so moving. And realizing and watching some of the videos and talking to some people down here, realizing just how bad it was. I'm in the construction business, generally speaking, and I have a pretty wide network over 23 years of doing that. And I thought, well, surely I know some people that I could get together to build something, whether it's build something here or come down here and fix up. And surely we could get together and try to help them. And so that's kind of where it started. And then realizing that there were so many people in need of shelters that we just couldn't come down here and fix all the homes that fast. So we are building the shelters at our place because we have a lot more hands and a lot more help there, and then bringing them down here.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You would make a difference so far away. And I don't think America understands the devastation, do they?
No.
No, and then, it's how it is, Marty. You're in the news business. One thing happens, and then the next, and the next, and the next.
Yep.
And these people down here have gotten forgotten, generally speaking.
Yeah.
But one thing you don't think about, the old gentleman where we just were, all his bales of hay got washed away.
Oh.
And what was there got waterlogged. And they were warned. We had dinner last night with one of the police officers here in Jonesboro. They were warned, don't feed that hay to your cattle. Well, they had nothing to feed them, so they tried it. And the cattle started getting sick, and some of them even died.
Oh, my.
So there was a network of people, and Julie was involved with this too, that from as far away as Illinois trucked hay down to this area so these people could feed their cattle. Because most of them lost it was in October. All their haymaking would have been done for the year in the barns, and it all got ruined.
Hey, guys, tell me how we can help. How can people help? You have a wish list on Amazon. How can we help?
We do. We actually, I started just a little page on Facebook. It's called Leatherwood Lions Den. And on there's a PayPal link if you want to donate directly to the Leatherwood Church. We're putting all that money in one account that's coming in to just continue to build these little things. And then there's also an Amazon registry on there. You got to scroll back a little bit, and there's also some pictures and some videos of what we've been doing. So there's information on there if anybody wants to look on there. We also are partnering. We have the Northwest PA Hay Drive has been pretty instrumental in helping us get connected down here as well. They've brought down better than 80 or 90 truckloads of hay so far to this area as well.
Wow.
So, we kind of tag each other so everybody that can help in different ways has an outlet and a resource to get connected to people that can help down here.
I love what you're doing. I think it's magnificent. It's unbelievable what you're doing and making a difference. How long could they be in these mini homes?
Well, I mean, they're metal clad. They got good roof on them, so they're not going anywhere anytime fast.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're not meant to live in forever, but if it takes a year, there's not enough hands and contractors down here to get these places put back. If they can even afford to get them put back, because most of the insurance companies did not cover the floods or mudslides because they're in areas that didn't need that kind of coverage. You wouldn't have thought that could ever happen. So there's a lot of people down here just trying to figure out how to pay for fixing their house back up. So
I love it. I love what you're doing. It's absolutely amazing. And we'll touch base with you again. Thanks, guys. We're going to help any way we can.
Okay, Marty. Thanks a lot.
Man, I love those. That's absolutely amazing. So Leatherwood Lions Den. Patrick, if you're watching the stream, he's showing both the homes and some video of them constructing the homes. The Facebook page, Leatherwood Lions Den. has a wish list, place where you can donate. Wow. Now that is making a difference. That is absolutely amazing. Bob Sawyer, fantastic. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Wow. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, Marty. Well, we have a lot of good news out in the commute right now. If you're trying to head into downtown, no major deals in terms of traffic for you. On 28 southbound, the Parkway North, I-279, they're all rolling well for you. Parkways east and west, just minor slowdowns approaching the respective tunnels there.
Nice.
Big heads up for you on the outbound side or eastbound side of the Parkway East. After you pass the Rhode Road interchange, heading toward Monroeville, maybe the Pennsylvania Turnpike, you're going to be in some very heavy traffic through the construction zone there. It has been bedeviling drivers all morning long, and you'll want to plan ahead and leave extra time. It stretches from that area at Rhode Road out toward the interchange with Route 48 in Monroeville. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
For all station contest rules, go to kdkaradio.com/rules.
Love Coit. You know that? I've had him in my house a dozen times over the years, every single time. So professional, so amazing. Great pricing, great service, great experience. So start off the year with this 50% off savings. 50% off Coit. My friends at Coit, right now is a slow month. So right now you get 50% off carpets, rugs, drapes, blinds. 1-800-FOR-COIT. Can you imagine that? 1-800-FOR-COIT. 50% off right now. You might not have a deal like that again, folks. Check it out. Coit rocks.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life. Your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Butler Transit, connecting people to places.
Are you commuting this winter from Butler to Pittsburgh for work? Give the bus a try. Butler Transit Authority offers morning and afternoon service between Butler and Pittsburgh. One-way fares start at just $3.87. Grab a comfy seat, hook up to the Wi-Fi, and save on gas money. Visit butlertransit.com for route information, schedules, and parking rides. It's affordable and safer to ride the bus.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Allegheny Health Network named Dr. Kristen Newhams as the director of its Esophageal Institute. Newhams, who had been assistant program director for the minimally invasive foregut and advanced endoscopy fellowship at the institute, succeeds the retired Dr. Blair Jobe. The Esophageal Institute is based at West Penn Hospital in Pittsburgh and has a staff at several other AHN facilities. Also, a Boston developer steeped in an urban approach to host different kinds of mixed-use projects is in talks to buy Station Square and the 650,000 square feet of offices, restaurants, and other attractions, sources indicate. The company is a firm called WS Development, which touts a portfolio of more than 22 million square feet around the country and showcases on its website a collection of waterfront projects in its hometown that offer a mix of retail and performance space, as well as major offices for Amazon and others. A spokesman for WS Development was deliberating with the company on responding to an inquiry about its bid to buy Station Square on Friday. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Wow. Remnants of Helene. Some areas had, I'm reading through the details of this. I had forgotten, and I guess that's part of it. We forget, right? This was in October. Wow. Nashville hammered. Wow. East Tennessee. hammered. It's like a war zone. Catastrophic flooding out of Memphis. Thousands lost everything. Swallowed entire communities. It's amazing. You know, he said something, Bob, didn't he? He's right. What happens is with the news business, Monday goes to Tuesday, and we forget, and we move on. I mean, so these folks, wow, thousands lost everything. People had to evacuate homes, described as unimaginable and devastating. Entire town's gone. Billy says, Bill Sawyer, 2 weeks ago, there were still 438 people missing in North Carolina. That's unbelievable. We watched campers go by, food trucks go by. Many of these people happy to be alive. And now, the folks from this wonderful church, Leatherwood Lion's Den, they are building these mini homes and shipping them down there. Did you put a link up there, my man?
Yep, just shared it on our Facebook page, the Leatherwood Lion's Den. And the links are, you'll see the post that has the latest update from the work that we just talked about with them. And then on their page, you'll see the links for PayPal, GoFundMe, all those types of things.
It's amazing. And it's a beautiful thing that these folks are doing. And I admire the heck out of them. And it's amazing. And I really do find it fascinating, the kindness of strangers. And that's why I played that clip from that minister who was talking about how you feel when you do these things. It's just absolutely astounding how kind people are and how amazing people are and how wonderful people are. And I love them. And Bob Sawyer, on their own time, with their own money, and their own transportation. And by the way, these tiny homes are legit. I mean, take a house and shrink it down and imagine it, and you'll understand how magnificent this effort is. I want to play that clip one more time about kindness and the payoff on both ends, because I think this means a lot to what we do with Get Marty and what you heard those folks are doing in Tennessee right now. Listen to this.
Here's a fascinating study that was just completed. That any person who is the recipient of an act of kindness has their serotonin levels increased just because they received an act of kindness. And their immune system is strengthened because they received this dose of kindness. That's the recipient. And secondly, any person who is the giver, the provider of an act of kindness, anything you ever do, but particularly towards the people that you're close to in your life, and particularly towards strangers, with just a smile, the serotonin levels in you are increased to the same degree that they are in the receiver. And so is your immune system strengthened. You want to strengthen your immune system? Be kind. But even more dramatic than that, I get excited about this. Because this is what blows me away about it, is that the observer of an act of kindness, has their serotonin levels and their immune system strengthened just because they're in the energy field of someone who is displaying kindness. When you see someone being kind to another person, it's like a dose of an antidepressant.
There's a definite payoff and a definite sense of satisfaction when you see someone's life changed by a moment of gratitude, as you heard today from Bob Sawyer and from that wonderful woman with the Leatherwood Church. It's amazing that people do these sorts of wonderful things in terms of making a difference for absolutely complete strangers. And I see it time and time again. Man, I had a woman on the phone Friday crying hysterically because my friend Robert Levin was getting her a bed for her and her daughter because they'd both been sleeping on the couch. because they couldn't afford a bed. And this was in the same home where we had the lights, electricity was out for a year. $8,000 it cost. And we got the lights turned back on. There is an adrenaline rush in terms of making a difference, and there's a certain amazing sense of satisfaction. And I couldn't be more grateful for Bob Sawyer and the folks in Tennessee today, changing their world.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Brought to you by ServiceMaster of Greater Pittsburgh, Demand, the Yellow Van, and by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator.
Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh clients have electricity. Visit Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh, 1519 West Liberty Avenue. Call 412-947-4472.
Hey, Colin Dunlap, KDK, 2025 Pittsburgh Polar Plunge is the coolest event of the year. I'll be jumping in a bunch of cold water. So come chill. Acra Shore Stadium, February 22nd. Make a splash. Support Special Olympics Pennsylvania athletes all at the same time. Every dollar raised helps support vital sports health and leadership programming for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Parking lots open at 8 a.m. Plungetown also features music, food, activities, and much, much more. Visit yinsplunge.com to sign up today.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
29 and mostly sunny. At 12 o'clock, I'm Paul Rasmussen. 5 young people and 2 adults have injuries after a head-on collision this morning in Westmoreland County. Investigators say a yellow Porsche likely crossed into oncoming traffic near Ligoniers EMS station and hit a Chevy Suburban head-on. One of the injured children was flown to Children's Hospital, and one of the adults was also flown from the crash scene to a hospital. An activist investor is trying to oust U.S. Steel's leadership and have the company abandon its legal bid to proceed with the Nippon Steel takeover. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has the story.
Ancora Holdings opposes U.S. Steel's agreement with Nippon Steel, and the investor is seeking to end Nippon Steel's takeover of U.S. Steel and oust the leadership of the U.S. steelmaker after taking a stake in the company, the AP reports. The activist investor is seeking an independent slate of directors at U.S. Steel and new CEO that are committed to walking away from the Nippon deal. Ancora believes the company's board and CEO David Burritt have prioritized getting the deal done because they stand to receive more than $100 million if the deal moves forward. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
Pittsburgh is said to be on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence. Michael Sherwin, a professor of supply chain management at Duquesne University, says several companies in the region are playing a major role in advancing AI within supply chains.
Whether that be in transportation, warehousing, inventory management, and then some of the operations within the facilities themselves.
On the Big K Morning Show, Professor Sherwin said the university is supporting those efforts as well. Another candidate for mayor is set to announce tomorrow. With that story, News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado.
The City Republican Committee shared on social media Sunday that Highland Park businessman Thomas West will declare his candidacy for mayor tomorrow. His top issue, according to his website, is public safety, noting that he and his partner were assaulted downtown. He also wants to support what he calls Pittsburgh's forgotten communities and driving economic growth. West is the owner of the men's clothing store Trim in Lawrenceville. David Ballarado, News Radio, KDKA.
Tax filing season is here, and today is the day the IRS starts accepting returns. If you file electronically and your return is accurate, it should take fewer than 3 weeks to receive a refund. The Three Rivers Arts Festival is moving to the Strip District this year. Earlier this month, the Cultural Trust announced the festival was being shortened from 10 days to 4 from June 5th through the 8th due to construction on the 8th Street Civic Space. The Arts Festival will move to the 15th Street Plaza along Waterfront Place this year. Artists are encouraged to apply for this year's event before the Friday deadline. On Wall Street, the Dow is now up 15 points at 44,439, but the Nasdaq is down 602 points, just over 3% market value, and the S&P is down 106. KDKA Sports, the Penguins road trip continues tonight at San Jose, and in college hoops, Penn State is at number 21 Michigan. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:03. 29, mostly sunny in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
Window Nation customers have been singing our praises for years. With fast, local service and an industry-leading 96% customer satisfaction rating, it's no wonder.
I researched window companies for the last year to see what the average prices were and the quality of work. Window Nation nailed both.
Get 50% off all windows, plus no interest or payments for 2 years. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Schedule a free estimate now. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com. That's 866-90NATION.
Hi, I'm Ken Mears, founder of Great Healthworks, the maker of Omega XL. Folks, if you're searching for an answer to your daily aches, pains, and soreness, then try Omega XL. It's a natural product sourced from a green lip mussel. This oil extract is one of the most powerful, natural joint relief super oils in the world. This one-of-a-kind extract is not found in any other product, and it's backed by over 40 years of clinical research, showing that Omega XL provides relief from joint pain due to inflammation. Stop living in pain. Inflammation is controllable, it's manageable, and it's fixable. Importantly, Omega XL is small, easy to swallow, with no fishy aftertaste. And it works. We've put over 20 years into this quality brand, ensuring that Omega XL makes a difference in your life. Try it, and you won't be disappointed.
Call now for Omega XL's BOGO special. 800-725-2090. That's less than $20 a bottle. Remember, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. Terms apply. 800-725-2090. 800-725-2090 or OmegaXL.com/news.
Larry Richard with Len Lachina from Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. Len, why have customers trusted Lachina for over 60 years?
With the area's largest selection of quality fabrics, low direct pricing from our own local custom drapery factory, and free shop and home service, Lachina is Pittsburgh's top choice for custom window treatments.
Visit Lachina in Dormont or Wexford to call 412-665-4900 to schedule your free in-home consultation. Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. Quality you deserve, prices you'll appreciate.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine and breezy the rest of today with a high of 36. It'll remain breezy tonight. Clouds will increase early, then a little cloudy with some snow showers around after midnight and into early tomorrow. Any heavier snow shower could produce some slippery travel conditions and reduce visibility. Tonight's low 28. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
I find it magnificent, Americans. We get caught up in all the negativity in the world and people throwing cakes at people. But there's magnificence to what Bob Sawyer's doing and that wonderful woman with that church. It's just magnificent. Think about it. Taking their own time and their own money and building houses for people that they don't even know. Period. It's unbelievable. You have it? All right. I want to play this piece. I got to get to the city public works stuff, but I got to play this piece first because I think it's important. And my man Jim will have input on this. Go ahead, play it.
The City Republican Committee shared on social media Sunday that Highland Park businessman Thomas West will declare his candidacy for mayor tomorrow. His top issue, according to his website, is public safety, noting that he and his partner were assaulted downtown. He also wants to support what he calls Pittsburgh's forgotten communities and driving economic growth. West is the owner of the men's clothing store Trim in Lawrenceville. David Colorado, News Radio, KDKA.
I'm not putting him down. I'm putting down the process. So we got, I don't know him. I've never met him. That doesn't mean he's relevant or irrelevant. It doesn't matter. But I know this. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have $2 million, which is what it's going to take to beat Gainey. And here's the problem with this. So that is, now we have what, 2 Republican candidates. Tony Moreno, who's not a Republican, announced last week he has less money. He held a news conference with a couple of women with homemade cardboard signs. Doesn't even have old signs from his previous failed campaign. And he's going in as a Republican. They have 0 chance of winning. And I mean 0. It's both the state of the Republican Party in Western Pennsylvania, which is non-existent, and the state of politics in Pittsburgh, which hasn't had a Republican mayor in over 80 years. And I'm dragging Jim into my piece that I'm about to break on public works and the cost, but he's just as good at politics. Good morning, brother. How are you?
Hi, how's it going, Marty?
How long have you been in politics?
40-some years.
All right.
Approaching 50.
So let's just round it up to 50. There has never been,
pretty much 50.
There has never been ever in your lifetime or mine a Republican mayor in this city, ever, right?
I think Klein was the last mayor, and that was in the Depression.
Seriously. And these 2 candidates, with all due respect, have no money, no name recognition, and no chance, do they, sir?
I guess they have a year of their lives to waste because they have absolutely less than any chance.
You would get more votes if you entered the race today because you have name recognition, you have background, you have an insane resume, and quite frankly, insane relationships. They have no chance of winning, do they, sir?
They absolutely have no chance unless they just want people to know who they are. They don't have, particularly the way the city voting base is set up. They have less than a chance. A Republican can't win at this time any office in the city of Pittsburgh unless something outrageous happens, and I don't see that on the horizon.
You know, our guy, I love Rocky. It's my man, Joe Rocky's just, I love him. He almost won, but he had several $1 million, and he still couldn't get enough votes in this town.
But there's a dynamic at play there for Joe Rocky. Joe Rocky picked up support from a lot of folks who were angry about John Weinstein losing, who were angry about Michael Lamb losing, and this is where this gets a little sketchy because Republicans are wrong to think that all of a sudden everybody loves them. This was a reaction of being against Sarah, period.
Nice. And my point is, in this town at this time, you cannot win. It says a lot about Pittsburgh politics, and how dug in it is. But it's also rather, Tony Moreno, he's not even a Republican. He's a loudmouth with no money, no following, and no chance of winning. So why is he doing it?
I don't know. I mean, it would probably take a psychologist to understand why people do what they do. They either have delusions of grandeur or they just have a year of their lives to waste because they have no logical chance of winning. None.
Not even close.
Less than none.
None.
No, there's not even enough Republicans that even live in the city to even mount a half-decent campaign.
You said something poignant. And Americans voted for Trump because they wanted change. So they think, I'll run as a Republican like Trump did and win. That ain't happening here. None. Zero.
No. You can't compare races. It's like comparing football teams. You know, they don't understand that those races do not apply to this. This is a total different dynamic.
And help me with something, because this is getting thrown at me. Could they both be running to take votes away from Corey, who's a Democrat, by the way?
The only one who could possibly hurt Corey in this way is Moreno. I'm going to tell you why. If he has Democrat support at all, then he will tell his people to vote for Gainey in the primary because in their minds they would rather face Gainey than they would Corey. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. I just want to bring that up because I heard that guy jump in the race. I'm not disparaging him. But what I'm suggesting is...
maybe he's...
What's that?
He may be new in Pittsburgh because the poor guy's wasting his time.
Yep. Now let's talk about money, and then we're going to go to a break here. But I want to get this out here. So, I just posted some pictures. I sent them to you. I don't know. It looks like 6 or 7, maybe 8, public works trucks hidden in Riverview Park. Hidden, by the way, Jim. Why are they hidden? Because they're broken down, sir. Broken down. They can't. Right. Go ahead.
In my opinion, they're also hiding them for another reason, at least to hide them for the next 4 months so that nobody can use it against him in the primary.
So what it is these trucks that are parked and hidden in this park because they can't use them, they're renting them. I sent you a number of $310,510. Gainey's office, Gainey's administration, has spent over $310,000 on broken down trucks. Respond, please, sir.
Well, here's the thing. First of all this business should have been taken care of around October. That's when we used to do it. Get your trucks ready, get everything ready, get your snow routes, so that when you go into the snow season, you're prepared. They didn't do anything. So now they're at the behest of companies that are like, well, we got these broken down trucks. You want to rent them? Because that's all we got. They're just reaching to get anything to salt the roads and that's all that's out there. They didn't take care of business. That's why they are where they are, Marty.
Check this out, brother. In 2019, the city spent $115,000 on rented trucks, which is a decent amount. That number has tripled in 2024. $310,000, and they can't be used. Shouldn't someone be held accountable, Jim?
Well, absolutely. This is what the mayor. The city always had a garage that was fully staffed, and then mechanics were fixing everything all day. I don't know what's going on in that garage. I don't know if they've cut staff or whatever, or they can't get the parts. They're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So now, like I said, they rolled the dice because they thought we'd have a mild winter, and now they don't know what to do. So they're just out there spending money because that's all they can do. And these companies will take advantage of them knowing they got them up against the wall.
It's really 100% true. So this year, they spent $310,510 on truck. The picture's on the stream right now, and the trucks don't drive. Jim, someone should be held accountable for that, shouldn't they?
Absolutely. First of all, the first person that should be called on the carpet is the director of public works.
Right on.
Because ultimately, he's the coach. It's his job to make sure that they're prepared. And then it goes up the chain. Now, the mayor should be holding him accountable as we speak. But nobody seems to be doing anything. They just keep, turning their eye to the train, acting like it's not coming.
And they denied any of this. They came on with Larry Friday, denied all of it. Everything's fine. The trucks are fine.
The funny thing about it, this is the first mayor and I've known quite a few of them, that would ever tolerate this. I don't understand why he's just sitting there. He's worried about everything in this city, everything that's national, everything that's not in his lane, except the responsibility of keeping the citizens of this city safe, making sure that their roads are safe, and taking care of the infrastructure of this city and keeping the tax base done. They're not worrying about any of it.
They did have a toilet explode in his office this morning.
Well, the biggest problem there. So now, who's going to fix it? Because they don't have any plumbers.
They don't have. Ryan, please play the exploding pooper sound, please. Thank you. This happened this morning in the mayor's office.
Page 3239 Able. Base. City County Building, 414 Grand Street, along with EMS and the sheriff's units, are requesting a city officer respond to the 5th floor in the mayor's office area. They have a 65-year-old male with a gash to his leg after having a toilet explode. 3280. 3280. Do we have any more details on that? Was this a construction construction-type accident or deliberate act? Do we know?
Deliberate act.
Give the detail as I have it, sir.
Jim, it was sabotage. It was a bomb. Someone dropped the bomb, all right, but it wasn't an explosive device. Jim, can you hang?
Right.
Can you hang?
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. We'll be right back.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Milo's Rewards Week is coming, and it's kind of a big deal. Members, get ready for 7 days of up to 40% off store-wide on hundreds of items. Save on the top brands in bath, tools, paint, and more. Our biggest member deals are on January 30th through February 5th. So if you're not a loyalty member, now's the time to join for free. Lowe's knows home improvement. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Something amazing is happening. Despite a citywide blackout, this company is still up and running. That's because CDW deployed and managed a cost-effective Eaton Trip Light Series Smart Pro UPS to safeguard equipment easily and reliably. Keep the power on and protect your IT equipment from electrical challenges. Trip Light by Eaton and CDW. Make amazing happen. Find out more at cdw.com/triplight.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friends at NASCO Roofing work year-round. While it's wintry outside, now's a great time to get that roof project going with a free estimate from NASCO, the region's roofing leader. Roofs are all NASCO does, and they're the only company I want on my roof. And they're experts at it. An A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. NASCO is the best. A lifetime warranty on all materials and labor. Call NASCO today. 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000. NASCO.
A trial is 99% preparation, and nobody prepares better than us. Get the good guys, Goodrich and Gus.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
CBS Eye on Veterans, presented by American Military University. Army Airborne veteran Lucas Siminer went from combat wounded to teaching himself how to write computer programs. He would eventually develop the AI-powered VetClaims.ai, which is radically changing outcomes for vets who were previously denied their VA benefits.
Camp Red Cloud, there's a kind of mold there that is directly linked to short-term memory loss. VA had been denying this veteran for 10 years. And the South Korean Base Housing Authority report has it clear as day. And so we screenshot that, we reference the report, we give them the report, all of that's uploaded with the plan, dude gets approved. The expanse of which we have built this is absolutely mystifying.
CBS Eye on Veterans is presented by American Military University. Veterans and their families receive 10% off undergraduate and master's level programs at American Military University, where your service is honored with savings.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Check this out. Listen to these numbers. Now, the city has all these alleged running trucks in public works that they use when they allegedly try to remove the snow when they can't. They never have enough salt. They never have enough trucks because most of the trucks are broken down. In fact, as I pointed out on this show, they have CDL guys that are Teamsters. They really know what the hell they're doing. One day they had 10 drivers and 2 trucks. Seriously. So what happens is they go out and rent these trucks. Okay, fine. Then those trucks break down. Must be some weird lease, some rental lease, because they can't bring them back, and they're not being fixed. How do I know this? They're being hidden, and I mean this, hidden in Riverview Park in the city, several of them. And let me read these numbers on the money that the city has spent on rentals. Last year, 2024, $310,510 for trucks that don't run. Someone should be fired for that. 2023, $204,000. 2022, $137,000. 21, $106,000. 2020, $41,000. 2019, $115,000. You notice that once Gainey got in office, the cost of truck rental and the money the city spent has risen exponentially. Why, Jim? Why? Why is Gainey doing this and other administrations didn't?
You know, it's interesting. When they had all that COVID money, they were spending it like drunken sailors. And I don't think anybody realized that money's not there anymore.
Nice
so
point.
They're still spending it like it did before.
Nice point. What I can't understand, and you've been in government for 40 years, why the hell are they paying for trucks that are broken? There must be some funky lease or something, right?
Well, there has to be, because obviously the city garage is either understaffed, they're not getting what they need to fix these trucks, because we have a city garage that's supposed to fix these things. They're not fixing them. And like I said, we're late in the season. They're looking for trucks. And let me tell you something about a lot of these contractors. They will give the crap to government and save their good stuff for the corporations. I used to see it when I was chief inspector, that a lot of these concrete companies, they would give us the garbage at the end of the day, and then we'd have to tell them to send it back, because they figure government will take anything, and I suspect that's what's going on here as well.
And the money they're paying is nearly tripled.
Oh yeah, well they figure government's going to pay it anyway, and you have to understand, because they don't have their thumb on this, they're being taken advantage of.
They are, and we're being lied to.
Oh, there's no question about it. Look, the name of the game right now to them is do whatever you got to do. I need 4 months out of you to keep saying what you're saying. Once they get past the primary, if he wins this primary, then the measles you're going to see the rash, because all hell's going to break loose. Trust me.
Jimbo, thank you.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
It's fascinating. He's been in government and in politics more than 40 years. My issue with all of it is the cost and the utility use of it. They're being parked. So, I mean, if you're spending $300,000+, you better be using the hell out of those trucks. And they're not. And that's bull crap. And that's flat out ignorant. And someone should be held accountable. And how the hell do you agree to spend $310,000 to park? And why are they hiding them? Must be some funky lease, right? And why wouldn't the city fix them? Why wouldn't the rental company fix them? I don't know. I can't wrap my arms around this. But if you look at the stream right now, and Patrick's showing this live, they're just sitting there, man, because they can't be used, because they're broken. They have the drivers. And every single year, the cost of these rentals has grown exponentially. It's over $1 million. Over $1 million in the last 5 years on rental trucks. Why? Because they can't fix their own damn trucks. Why? I don't know. This company's called Herc, H-E-R-C, Herc Rental. I'm not picking on them. They're making a living. They rented trucks. Good for them. I am picking on the city. That you would spend, and by the way, these numbers come right from the controller's office. This isn't jargon BS, just throwing crap at the window. Listen, one more time, here's the list and how this has grown. In 2019, the city spent $41,000 on rental trucks. Fine. 2020, $115,000. 2021, $106,000. And then Gainey comes in. 2022, $137,000. 2023, $204,000. 2024, last year, $310,000. $510. An all-time record the city paid for broken-down trucks. How about that, taxpayers of Pittsburgh?
It's 2025, and it's time to get your home zero-resified by calling your cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Take 24% off all services for this month when you call 412-701-1188 or book online anytime at ZeroResPGH.com.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
If you want jazz music, go to New Orleans. Bagels, New York. And for psychics, think California Psychics. You want the best, you go to the best. At California Psychics, home of free spirits and open minds, we know better than anyone what makes a good psychic. That's why we guarantee, if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
At David's Bridal, love is in every stitch. From the initial sketch to the final details, each style is designed with exquisite craftsmanship. Every wedding gown, bridesmaid look, prom dress, and special occasion style in between features handcrafted details filled with love. Come see the magic in person. Book an appointment and sign up for Diamond Loyalty to save 15% on your first purchase. Earn points towards special rewards and more at davidsbridal.com.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 33 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Fire broke out early today at a home in McKees Rocks. Fire crews were sent around 3:30 a.m. to the 700 block of Harriet Street. No injuries reported, and the fire marshal was called to the scene. Activist investor and Cora Holdings is preparing to wage a proxy battle at U.S. Steel and wants the company to drop its proposed merger with Nippon Steel, according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. And Cora intends to rally shareholders around a plan to oust U.S. Steel's chief executive and drop litigation to salvage the merger. And Cora believes U.S. Steel let shareholders down by selling to a foreign buyer. An historic downtown landmark is being reimagined. The Pennsylvanian and its 240 apartment units will be rebranded as a Placemaker downtown Pittsburgh, offering short-term stays. Placemaker's CEO and co-founder Jason Feden says the goal is to bring hospitality to the venue.
So it's got this great wedding venue, it's got these beautiful apartments above, and it's got this historic character, the soul. We make the entire experience feel like you're living at a hotel.
The Pennsylvanian is already the most popular wedding venue in Pittsburgh. Starting today, over 32 million taxpayers in Pennsylvania and 24 other states are expected to use a free digital tax service to file a return directly with the IRS. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has details.
Direct File will reach more than twice as many states than last year and covers a wider range of tax situations. The majority of users during the launch year reported a positive experience, with 90% of users rating their experience excellent or above average. The Treasury Department estimates users saved $5.6 million in tax preparation fees in 2024. This year, Direct File closes the long-standing refundable credits coverage gap by making sure households can claim the Earned Income Tax Credit and Child Tax Credit. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio, KDKA.
The Dollar Bank Three Rivers Arts Festival will move to the Strip District this year. Earlier this month, the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust announced the festival was being shortened from 10 days to 4, running June 5th through 8th. Traditionally, the festival is held downtown, but since the 8th Street block Civic Space is under construction, it was announced today that the 4-day festival will move to 15th Street Plaza along Waterfront Place. Artists are encouraged to apply to participate in this year's festival before the deadline this Friday. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 122 points, the Nasdaq down 630. The S&P 500 is down 105 points. KDK Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, and the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
It's a winter wonderland of savings at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. Save with your Coons Reward Card.
USDA Choice Porterhouse or T-bone steaks, $8.99 a pound. Fresh sweet cherries, $2.88 a pound. And selected varieties of essential everyday chunk or shredded cheese, 6 to 8 ounce packages, 2 for $3. Additional savings in our meat department: all natural pork baby back ribs, $3.49 a pound, and wild caught orange roughy fillets, 1 pound bag, $8.39 each. In our produce department, extra large slicing tomatoes, 99 cents a pound, and Ruby Frost, Snapdragon, or Cosmic Crisp apples, 2 pound bags, $2.99 each. In our bakery, Italian rolls, 6 count package, $4 each. And this week, selected varieties of silk almond milk, 64 ounce cartons, 2 for $6.
So get in on a winter wonderland of savings at Coons Market. Coons Market, a special place in your neighborhood. And how do you find the Coons Market nearest you? Click on coonsmarket.com. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Man, I've been through a cancer battle, and UPMC saved my life, and it's just the truth, and I rave about them. In a very, very difficult time historically in healthcare, in a very, very stressful time for patients, doctors, staff, everybody involved, it ain't easy. But my sister is going through pancreatic cancer treatment at UPMC Hillman, and every single day runs into very, very stressful situations, and every single day they handle it in an amazing way at UPMC. They handle it like no one else handles it. UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information, lifetime of helping people. I love it.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water, but you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Milo's Rewards Week is coming, and it's kind of a big deal. Members, get ready for 7 days of up to 40% off store-wide on hundreds of items. Save on the top brands in bath, tools, paint, and more. Our biggest member deals are on January 30th through February 5th. So if you're not a loyalty member, now's the time to join for free. Lowe's knows home improvement. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine and breezy the rest of today, high 36. It'll remain breezy tonight. Clouds increase early. Then we'll have a couple of snow showers late tonight and first thing tomorrow. A heavier snow squall could produce a reduced visibility and cause slippery travel conditions going into the morning commute. Tonight's low 28. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Carl Herman Fur's store closing sale is in its final days. Save up to 80% while inventory lasts. Drastically reduced savings on furs, shearlings, leather, cashmere, and accessories. You can't afford to miss it. Carl Herman Furs, Smithfield Street.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, let's get the week started right. It's Monday. Let's go over what Trump did over the weekend, those football games, so much more. And it's a little warmer, so that's good. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 today, right here, KDK.
So, I want to talk about something very sensitive, but also very important. Really difficult. 26-year-old police officer from Penn Hills, whose father was also a cop. Not going to use his name for various reasons. Took his life last night. 26 years old. Penn Hills, cop. New to the department. Fantastic family background. Fantastic young man. Horrible thing for people to kind of wrap their arms around. Horrible thing for people to comprehend that somebody that young would do that. But it's, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it's pervasive in first responders with firefighters and cops. Then mental health counselors, but they have the highest rate, first responders. I find it, the suicide rate is through the roof. And increasing, according to the most recent data that I could find regarding cops. Stress-related, they have a terrible problem with alcoholism and depression and drug addiction. It's a very isolating job. It's a very, very stressful job. There's public pressure, there's personal pressure, there's danger, crazy hours, insane responsibility, and this kind of brought that to the fore, that this is a very difficult job to manage. In most cops, they say about 66% have depression, and a significant number of cops have suicidal ideations. And most of them are men, and like most men, like myself, they have very little interest in talking to anyone about depression, anxiety, anything that shows weakness, to be perfectly blunt. One of my favorite people, a cop I've known for a significant period of time, has been in law enforcement his whole life and has seen this firsthand, this horrible situation. Big man, how are you, Bob?
Good afternoon, Marty. Thank you for having me on.
Unfortunately, you have lived through this situation with police officer suicide, have you not, sir?
Well, one of my best friends I went through high school with came on the job. He was on over 10 years, and I was the very last person to speak to him. He left at 4 o'clock roll call, and 20 minutes later shot himself down on the railroad tracks, and I had not a clue. And I had another friend of mine, nicest, easiest going guy in the world. He also, and no one. Everybody says last guy you expect. That's not really true. I think he hit it. It's a job like nurses and a lot of other jobs. They see things that most people can't even imagine on a regular basis. And what most people would break down and cry and scream about, they have to maintain, suppress every human emotion to get the job done. And sooner or later, it comes out in one way or another. Anger, alcoholism, and sometimes even in suicide.
And it's such a, what's the word? So-called macho job. So you're manly and you're a big man and show no weakness kind of thing. It ain't easy, right?
No. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. I've had over 7 children, horrible, violent deaths in my career, that some even died right there while I was on scene. And, you joke around on the job with each other. You go have a few beers. We're all big, manly, and the women. It's suppressing. I mean, you don't want to see the cops show up and start crying over something. You want them to do their job. But the other night, you sent me that text about the 4-year-old little girl being killed where the police officer was shot down in Ohio.
Horrible.
And I went in the bedroom, closed the door, sat down, and just completely shut down for a couple hours. Didn't want to talk to anybody. And all those other kids,
that poor thing was sitting in a dentist office in a damn dental chair getting her teeth cleaned.
But who's the cop that tells the parents?
That's right.
Who's the medics that are the first ones to see that?
That's right.
A 4-year-old kid. No, nobody should have to go through that, but they do it. It's to get the job done, but the price is. And the funny part is, I'm old now. Stuff comes back and haunts me from 50 years ago. I thought I completely forgot about.
At the time, because this is always intriguing to me, most of the cops that I know would never sit down and talk about these sorts of feelings to another cop. Why? Weakness shows weakness.
It does, but it also, you got to remember, everybody you work with, you depend on them to be there when you need them to save your life, and vice versa. So there's an underlying, you can't show weakness because you can't lose confidence in the people you work with. Best I can come up with, Marty.
Do they make an effort when you're in a department to reach out to say, hey, we're here for you? And do cops use these psychologists and psychiatrists and services? Do they use them?
I think they do now. I mean, I came on in 1974, And you get to a scene, and the lieutenant pull up and say, "Who's not taking a report? Who's not walked back on the street?" No matter what it was. I had 2 kids burn up with their mother in front of me on Christmas Eve. I couldn't get in the house. The house caught fire, a Christmas tree, and the calls don't stop coming.
Oh. So, one of my closest friends in Dallas, his name Tommy, undercover narcotics. He was doing a drug buy with the DEA, and so he made the buy, and so then you get the information because you made a buy in an apartment to run a warrant. So he's with the DEA, and they kick in the door, and he's the first guy through the door. As he comes through the door, he was young at the time, he was in his 20s. The suspect, the drug dealer, puts the gun to his head, 9mm, and pulls the trigger. And the gun jammed. And guess what Tommy did the next day? Went to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The calls keep coming.
Yeah.
That's all there's. And then someone has to be there to answer them. I don't know. I don't have the answers, like I said. But to Mike and to Terry, all I would like to say is, I don't know why you did it. And when we meet up, I'd just like to know if there's something I should have done for you. Because I ask myself that every day.
Because they both took their own lives, friends.
Oh, I was the last one. He was joking around and everything with me. And 4 o'clock, he goes to roll call. 4:20, found him down a railroad tracks. He shot himself. Yeah. Nobody knows why. I didn't, and I knew him. I mean, I knew the guy since we were in high school. He went to North Catholic. He was from Sharpsburg.
And even now more than ever, because culturally, people went on this I hate cops movement. So then you got stress on the job, then you get stress at home because the hours, and then you have stress from seeing this stuff, and it all compiles itself, does it not?
Well, sure it does. But like I said, you said it earlier, cops suppress things. They think they can handle it. And it's a pressure cooker. You know, at some point, the valve has to be released. And if you don't release that valve, either by counseling, being able to talk with, it's going to blow in one way or another.
More than 75 police officer suicides last year.
Oh. And like I said, I'm a very small part of that world, too. I mean, and the thing that really bothers me afterwards, I said, you know, of all the guys I knew, both these guys, they were the closest thing to me as me. Does that mean I'm capable of it too? You don't think so, but you don't want to talk about that. It just goes on and on. It's like spin cycle in a washing machine.
No, it's true. My man, thanks for being honest. It really helps.
Yeah, thanks, Marty.
My man. A very, very sensitive issue. Would not mention this young man's name nor his family, but they're going through hell right now. It's a very, very stressful job. And it never ends when you're on the job, never ends when you're at home, and you spend most of your time wondering why. But for cops and other first responders, the numbers are extraordinarily higher than other careers, and you can kind of understand why.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
Start new at Jim Shorkey Kia in Wexford. All-wheel drive 25 Kia Sorento and Sportage 1.9% APR for 60 months. Remaining 24 Kia Sorentos now up to $7,000 off MSRP. Your deal, your way. What a great day. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKiaWexford.com. Includes all applicable factory rebates and dealer discounts with approved credit based on December 2024 sales volume in Pennsylvania. See dealer for complete details. Offer expires 2/3/25.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Meet Viant AI, the world's first fully autonomous advertising platform. With Viant AI, you can automate media planning, analyze results, and drive smarter decisions all while saving you time and resources. Viant AI helps you unlock new potential and boost productivity regardless of your expertise. Visit Viant.ai today and see how the future of artificial intelligence in advertising can work for you.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credits. Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Holland Museum recognizes Pennsylvania's combat veterans who have received medals for gallantry. With this Hall of Valor moment, here's President of Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Holland Museum, John McCabe.
Army First Class Lucian Piotrowski of Beaver County was awarded the Silver Star Medal for Gallantry in Action on the Holo Islands in the Philippines on 10 May 1945. PFC Piotrowski and his patrol were advancing along a dense trail with limited visibility when they encountered an enemy ambush. 3 men were wounded under the heavy machine gun and mortar fire. Despite personal danger, PFC Piotrowski succeeded in putting the enemy machine gun out of action. His courage and coolness in action made it possible for the patrol to evacuate the wounded and withdraw without further casualties in the face of heavy enemy fire.
Soldiers and Sailors Memorial reflects the valor and heroism that shaped this great country. Consider a tax-deductible donation. Visit soldiersandsailorshall.org for more information.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. It's called Deep 6, already the most downloaded app on Apple's iPhone charts. A highly advanced Chinese-made large language AI chatbot that the U.S. tech sector was unaware of. It's made with components cheaper than the ones used here in the U.S., and it's now threatening U.S. dominance of AI. And that is sending chills on Wall Street. Shares of NVIDIA, the AI chipmaker, right now down 15%. It has lost the total value of ExxonMobil just today. Elsewhere on Wall Street, the Dow is flat. The tech-heavy NASDAQ down about 600 points, 3%. The S&P 500 down about 1.8%. And U.S. airlines say business and leisure demand should remain strong this year, and because of that, they've begun charging higher airfares. According to Hopper, prices for the cheapest domestic flights are up 13% so far this month compared to what they cost just 1 year ago. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Bringing it. I'm just so happy for Taylor. And Travis, I just hope they're happy. I hope they get married. Oh, I hate celebrity stuff. I can't stand all those shows. Entertainment crap tonight. All those shows are the worst. And so the networks, apparently, what I'm told, they love having Taylor Swift in the booth for the Chiefs games. And they love that they're in love. I saw them after the game. They're so cute together. I hope it works out. I really don't care at all. Oh. I mean, they seem like nice people. She's a friggin' billionaire. He's a zillionaire. I was reading about them over the weekend. They can't eat anywhere now. They have to call these restaurants in Kansas City in advance. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. You have to call them in advance and ask for private rooms. And there was an amazing piece on ESPN about Travis Kelce. I don't talk sports much, but this is kind of interesting to me, this celebrity crap. They say he's the nicest guy on earth, helps everyone, kind to everybody, loves hanging out, loves shooting the crap, all that stuff. Loves hanging out at restaurants. But now, because he has a girlfriend who's a billionaire, probably the most famous person in the world. Probably, right? I mean, other than Trump. Probably. They can't go anywhere now without getting... I would worry about it. I'd worry about some crazy. I would. You know, you don't think about that stuff, and then you see it. As an example, the crazy cake lady at Oakmont Bakery. I would have lost every bet known to man that a woman that age looked like, what, low 70s? Yeah. Little, too. Little. Would go into a bakery, grab a cake from the shelf, throw it on the floor, it slipped or whatever, pick it up, and then attack two people with that cake, which she did, and I have the video here. It's kind of weird. In fact, that crazy cake lady tried to hurt the one woman, like stuffing it in her chest. Hard. So my point is that in the world we live in now, if you are that celebrity, it's risky. Life in the fishbowl. I don't think I'd want to live it. They both seem like nice people. If they get married, it would be awful. Just because their lives, they have no privacy till they die. Some people like that. I don't. I like to use my name and brand to help people. I do. I like to use my name and brand to get information, and I do. I like to use my name and brand to make a difference, and we do. And I'm blessed for that. And everybody is always nice to us. Always. Colin has said this, and actually kind of intrigues me. He gets these crazies on X that are just obnoxious and hateful. And he said the same thing I did. I have never had one of them say anything to me in person outside on the streets, ever. And I've been here more than 20 years, 22 years. Never, not once. And folks, I've had to block, I'm not exaggerating this, 35,000 people just on Facebook. 35,000 because they were hate-filled and angry and enraged. But I think if you have your life at a different level that Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swifts of the world, someone would want to kill you just for grins. And it would be a horrible existence. So when I see them yucking it up at a football game, I think it's kind of funny, it's kind of cute, but I just don't care. NBC says, CBS says, Fox says, when she's there and they take those shots, the audience explodes. They love it. They use it. They sell it. Good for them. And finally, my observation. Buffalo is kind of sort of like Pittsburgh. Kind of sort of. And I feel really bad for them because they can't win or even get to the Super Bowl. Now, back when I was a little boy, they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. It was horrible. Horrible. And now they can't get to the Super Bowl. And my boy, who's from Buffalo, who was manic depressed last night, I sent him a text. Alex, he's a marketing and promotions guy. He's fantastic in television. I said, my man, it's hard to be a Bills fan. He said, decades. We've never had a happy ending. How about that? It's painful, man. And I feel for him because I get emotional about the Steelers. Every time I say I won't, I do. You know, it's kind of watching that painful Bills. I love Patrick Mahomes. That kid was raised right. That kid is a phenom. That kid is a gentleman. That kid does the right thing. You see him proselytizing live, talking about God and the impact on the game. It's kind of cool. Takes some courage. It really does. It's not easy being a superstar, but I really do, and I said this to my boy last night. I feel for Buffalo fans. And you know what he said? We never get a happy ending. You can say that's true, and it's sad, but it's reality.
The KDKA mobile news fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington, Wexford, and Uniontown. Visit Shorkey Kia today.
Every time I go into the offices of Physical, that's F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L in Monroeville, where I get physical therapy, to help my balance, I see a room full of patients waiting that heard how much it's helped me on this talk show. And it's so rewarding. F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical. F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L. It works.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
At David's Bridal, love is in every stitch. From the initial sketch to the final details, each style is designed with exquisite craftsmanship. Every wedding gown, bridesmaid look, prom dress, and special occasion style in between features handcrafted details filled with love. Come see the magic in person. Book an appointment and sign up for Diamond Loyalty to save 15% on your first purchase. Earn points towards special rewards and more at davidsbridal.com.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 33 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. A Cleveland-based activist investor and Cora Holdings wants U.S. Steel to drop Nippon Steel's merger. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has the details.
Encora Holdings is preparing to wage a proxy battle at U.S. Steel and wants the company to drop its proposed merger with Nippon Steel, according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. Encora intends to rally shareholders around a plan to oust U.S. Steel's chief executive and drop litigation to salvage the merger. Encora believes U.S. Steel let shareholders down by selling to a foreign buyer. Leaders of the United Steelworkers opposed the sale, saying Nippon Steel's ownership would be bad for steelworkers in the American steel industry. Encora, based in Cleveland, has $10 billion in assets under management. Tamira Rush News Radio, KDKA.
Emergency responders recovered a car from a West Virginia lake with a missing Fayette County man inside. Rescue teams worked Sunday morning to pull a car from Cheat Lake with Kevin Littell's body inside. Derek Geronimo is with Murraysville Medic 1.
One, looking at the ice from the surface, the discoloration of it, the cloudiness of it, it wasn't sturdy ice from what we believe.
Geronimo said they have video showing a vehicle going off the bridge. Littell's family said he had been missing since last Sunday when he didn't return home from work in the Morgantown area. Another candidate for mayor is set to announce tomorrow. We have more from News Radio KDK's David Ballarado.
The City Republican Committee shared on social media Sunday that Highland Park businessman Thomas West will declare his candidacy for mayor tomorrow. His top issue, according to his website, is public safety, noting that he and his partner were assaulted downtown. He also wants to support what he calls Pittsburgh's forgotten communities and driving economic growth. West is the owner of the men's clothing store Trim in Lawrenceville. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
The historic downtown landmark is being reimagined. The Pennsylvanian and its 240 apartment units will now be rebranded as Placemaker Downtown Pittsburgh, offering short-term stays. Placemaker CEO and co-founder Jason Feden says
that his goal is to bring hospitality to the venue.
So it's got this great wedding venue. It's got these beautiful apartments above, and it's got this historic character, the soul. We make the entire experience feel like you're living at a hotel.
The Pennsylvanian is already the most popular wedding venue in Pittsburgh. Starting today, over 32 million taxpayers in Pennsylvania and 24 other states are expected to use a free digital tax service to file a return directly with the IRS. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has details.
Direct File will reach more than twice as many states than last year and covers a wider range of tax situations. The majority of users during the launch year reported a positive experience, with 90% of users rating their experience excellent or above average. The Treasury Department estimates users saved $5.6 million in tax preparation fees in 2024. This year, Direct File closes the long-standing refundable credits coverage gap by making sure households can claim the Earned Income Tax Credit and Child Tax Credit. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 55 points, the Nasdaq down 684. The S&P 500 is up 118 points. KDKA Sports, Penguins will look to snap a two-game skid when they take on the San Jose Sharks on the road tonight. Puck drop set for 10:30. KDKA Radio News Time is 1:03. Time to call Coit at 1-800-FOR-COIT and save an incredible 50% off all Coit cleaning services during their slowest month of the year sale. Sunny and 33 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
Want to live a happier, healthier, pain-free life? Healing begins in New Kensington at the Optulux Wellness Center. Suffering from back pain, migraines, or injuries? Looking for prenatal care or massage therapy? For over 30 years, Dr. Ron Festa has led a team of specialists. Call Optulux Wellness Center for a no-obligation consultation. 724-335-5210. Or visit OptuluxWellness.com. Slow the aging. Stop the pain at Optulux Wellness Center.
I received a call one time, and the man said, "You probably won't call me back because I'm just a nobody." I immediately called him back. Nobody's a nobody.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
I always wanted to be the lawyer who represented the little guy, the voiceless, the powerless.
I was rear-ended by a car probably doing about 50 or 55 miles an hour. My car caught on fire. I'm a paraplegic, so I couldn't get out of the car. They were struggling to get me out of the vehicle. After the accident, I gave Morgan & Morgan a call, and they understood what I was going through, and they were there to help me each step of the way. It made me feel that I had people behind my back to help me and resolve the case.
I represented him, and we did well because we get the chance to help people put their lives back together and to go on as best they can after a life-altering day. There's only one you, there's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly sunny with a gusty breeze. The rest of today, high 36. It'll be breezy tonight as clouds increase early, followed by some snow showers late tonight and first thing tomorrow. Watch for reduced visibility and poor travel conditions late tonight. Low tonight 28. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Lacina Drapery and Blind Factory, the area's best and most trusted name in custom window treatments, custom draperies, blinds, shade, shutters, and more. Unmatched craftsmanship, factory direct pricing. Call 412-665-4900 or go to lacinadrapery.com.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
You know, we had this conversation this morning with Bob Sawyer. He was in Tennessee helping folks with these mini homes that they built and drove down there on a flatbed. Thousands of people still without homes. And he said something that's so relevant that we collectively, because this is how we function, we move on. We just do. From massive hurricanes, massive floods, massive tornadoes, massive fires. Most Americans have moved on. They just have. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing. It's how we cope. Most Americans have moved on from the fires in California. That fire's out. Everything's cool. No. This is a hellhole. And folks are buried in it. So, we have been communicating with this wonderful, wonderful Pittsburgh girl about this. And she lost, and I mean, folks, down to ashes, this gorgeous home with her husband in Altadena. And they had a significant number of deaths in Altadena, too, from this fire. And she sent something yesterday that was just beautiful. Let me read this before we play a little clip. And you'll get it as soon as you hear it. I didn't know it was her, and then I asked her a note this morning. And she sends me a note, and it says, you can take the girl out of Pittsburgh, but you can't take the Pittsburgh out of her. This Gene Kelly heart will keep dancing. That's beautiful. I'll play the clip, please, my man. Ryan.
With a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain.
All right, thanks. So if you would see that clip, you see this young lady with an umbrella in kind of a hazmat suit and a hat dancing in this horrifying, and she's jumping in puddles because it's raining in California finally 7 years later. And it's our friend Jennifer. And I got to talk to her. Jennifer, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. How are you?
Well, you found a moment of levity, did you not?
I did, and I needed it.
To set that up for me, how did that happen? Why did you do it, and how does it leave you feeling?
The idea started because I was hearing the rain just pouring down Saturday night, and thinking about, even the little bit of our property that would still be there is probably going to be covered in a mudslide event soon. And when I was thinking that, I was like, look, I can't control the weather. I can't control anything that's happening in my life right now. But you know what I can do? I can have a bit of hope. I can have a bit of heart and find a way to, find a little beauty and art in all of this. And the idea came to me because I love singing in the rain. I love just kind of going outside and enjoying the rain and jumping in a puddle every once in a while. And I was like, I think this is what my heart and soul needs to do, is a bit of healing.
I'll tell you what, it's friggin' beautiful.
Thank you.
And the juxtaposition between your grace and elegance in the middle of that insane destruction is so damn poignant. We're streaming it right now on the stream if you want to see it. I also posted it on X. Who shot that? Who was shooting the camera?
My friend Grace King shot it. And, her and another friend, Spencer, of mine, that yesterday morning I was like, hey, you guys around? Can one of you come and film me? And so, I'm lucky to have friends that understand, my kind of crazy, I guess you could say.
I love you. I'm sorry. I think you're magnificent. Go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, just that, they indulge my artistic whimsies. So,
hey, either that or lose your mind. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All
At
right.
least I can lose my mind in an artistic way.
Did you have 15 people die in Altadena? Is that?
17, and one of the things that my heart has been grappling with over the last 2 days is I found out that some of them, we're on our own little flag lot
Sure.
off of a certain street, but the people on the main part of the street, just a few houses down, many of them died.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And I keep counting my blessings that we were lucky and got out.
So hold on, and I
Because,
don't,
like,
this isn't on you to explain, but they try and stay behind and save their homes.
Some of them also, not even that. A lot of it was because it was 3 o'clock in the morning when we were evacuating. People had gone to sleep because the fires had been heading east and not west. We were supposed to be in a safe zone.
Nice.
And like I said before to you, like when the smoke came, it was so fast. So fast that even that, I'm sure, is probably what incapacitated people from being able to leave, would be the smoke inhalation.
Hey, give me your status. Any developments with your house, with place to live, with anything, insurance company, anything?
Yeah. Insurance has started to finally, like, they're communicating with us, and we've gotten, like, a little bit of just, like, a cushion payment to help get us into a rental sometime soon. We're trying to get renter's insurance, which you have to be able to rent a place. We're trying to secure that, and if we do, then we will have a place to move into soon, which is, if it happens, we'll be very welcome just to try and get ourselves a little stabilized.
Are you allowed to go back to what was your house? Are you allowed?
Now we are. So the video from yesterday, that was on my street.
Are you allowed to start cleaning up?
No.
No.
No, technically, no.
Why? Why?
Because of the hazardous materials, because of lead and toxins and everything going in, asbestos. But, while our home didn't have asbestos and our home didn't have, like, worries of lead or anything, it's all the houses that burned down around us. We don't know if they did.
So is it accurate that you might have to wait 18 months to get a friggin' permit? Is that accurate?
That's what is terrifying me, and that is what it sounds like. And then just reading this morning that they expect the debris removal to take 18 months is highly terrifying. Wow. And I'm like, I've been back to the property, and I have, safely, like, been sifting through things to just try and look for, family mementos that are left behind. And I'm just like, I have a very can-do personality.
I'm the same way.
Just bring me a dumpster.
I'm with you.
Can I start the process?
But interesting you should say this, and I don't want to get political because I don't. But Trump said that at that news conference with that mayor, he said, "Hey, lady, a week's too long. Help these people today. You should be able to do this today. Get a damn dumpster. It's my damn house. Let me get going." It's got to be frustrating as hell.
It is frustrating as hell. And I, like, not to get political as well, I also know Karen Bass is trying to keep people safe. But at the same time, it's like, okay,
18 months, sister.
That's not realistic for any of us.
Well, you can't survive.
The city will be dead by then.
Right on.
Everyone's going to leave Los Angeles, and they're going to bankrupt the city by just not acting faster.
Right on.
So
you will not survive. Who the hell would? Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a frustrating thing of, while I understand the need to keep people safe, you can't just say, it's going to take 18 months. That's when people will start to take matters into their own hands.
Oh, my God.
And in an unsafe way.
Yes, ma'am.
So.
I love you. You're absolutely amazing. The video was compelling as hell, and we posted it on all our social media. I think people need to see it and understand there is hope. I'll do anything to help you, okay?
Thank you, Marty.
Thanks, my
Much
dear.
appreciated.
A hell of a story. It's a beautiful video. She's an amazing, amazing young woman. Check it out. It's on X. It's on the stream right now. It's absolutely beautiful.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Hey, folks, this morning I want to talk about my favorite family-owned construction business, the three cousins at C&S Cousins Construction. Local guys, Sam, Steve, Calvin. They keep working right now through the winter months. If you're looking to winterproof your home, new windows, doors, siding, even a beautiful new outdoor living space built in time for summer, deck, porch, patio, call them now. Just mention Get Marty, 10% off your entire project. C&S Cousins Construction, 989-COUSINS, 989-COUSINS.
Butler Transit, connecting people to places.
Are you commuting this winter from Butler to Pittsburgh for work? Give the bus a try. Butler Transit Authority offers morning and afternoon service between Butler and Pittsburgh. One-way fares start at just $3.87. Grab a comfy seat, hook up to the Wi-Fi, and save on gas money. Visit butlertransit.com for route information, schedules, and park and rides. It's affordable and safer to ride the bus.
Roses are red and yellow and pink and white. OliverFlowers.com wants you to think spring. Brighten someone's day at OliverFlowers.com. Helping Pittsburgh say it with flowers for over 90 years. Order online and get free delivery in their service area. OliverFlowers.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friends at NASCO Roofing work year-round. While it's wintry outside, now's a great time to get that roof project going with a free estimate from NASCO, the region's roofing leader. Roofs are all NASCO does, and they're the only company I want on my roof. And they're experts at it. An A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. NASCO is the best. A lifetime warranty on all materials and labor. Call NASCO today. 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000. NASCO. Your heart care matters. Trust the experts at UPMC and get your heart screened.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
That woman's amazing, Jennifer. She's amazing. I love that girl. The video, you got to see. It's on X. I posted it on Facebook. It's just so compelling in the juxtaposition of the destruction and her with the hazmat suit and the beautiful umbrella, and she's dancing and playing the Singing in the Rain from Gene Kelly. It's amazing. What she said was spot on. And think about it. You know what? Everybody's picking on me because I support Trump on this, but he's right on. Listen to Donald Trump, and remember what she just said, what you just heard Jennifer say. Listen to Donald Trump taking on the truth with the mayor of Los Angeles. Listen to this.
6 months is no good.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And you know, we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe. And we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot. Yeah. I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked, I mean, you have a very powerful emergency power, and you can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important thing is for people to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now.
Nice.
They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing. And I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit. And the permit's going to take them. Everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months.
Last night.
And that was last night.
On that.
It's unbelievable. He's right.
Right.
He's right. Trump's spot on.
Mr. President.
He's right. You heard her. She just confirmed it. Jennifer, 18 months. I took a lot of blowback because I said Trump was spot on. Oh, now you're on the Trump train. Hell yeah, I am. Hell yeah, for that I am. Hey, man, this ain't no game. This is someone's life. And he's spot on. And we're gonna chase the rabbit to the truth, and that's the damn truth. And that mayor is your typical bureaucrat. You just heard Jennifer. She's been to her house. She knows it's safe. You heard her say that I want to get a dumpster and clean it up. And I asked her how long? 18 months. What did Jennifer just say? We'll be dead. We'll be gone. It's a wasteland. L.A. will be evacuated. It's over. So you have a mayor sitting there saying 18 months, acting like she cares. We want to keep you safe. But really, what she's doing is she's a cliche. She's a bureaucrat. She's doing the 18-month crap. They don't have 18 months. 18 minutes. There should literally be companies you can go to. Rent a dumpster for $400. Go to the site and clean up your site today. This is an epic disaster that could cost $500 billion. An unfathomable amount of money. And I took a lot of grief this weekend from folks in social media saying, now you're on the Trump train. Damn straight I am. Because he's right. What's wrong with saying the president's right? He's right, ma'am. We're going to do this today. It's horrifying. It's disgusting. And if they've got to cut all the red tape and you assume the risk of cleaning up your property, which you do because it's your property, do it today. You heard Jennifer. Now, they can't even rent an apartment yet. They just got a check. It's been weeks. Now they have a check, but they can't get insurance to cover them in the apartment. She's buried in it, choking her. And the poor thing, and I mentioned this to Patrick, the poor thing is so devastated by everything lost. And now she finds out she lost neighbors are dead. 17 people died in her community. 17 are dead. And now she has to hear that it could be 18 months. You got to be kidding me. And if you noticed her voice, every time we talk to her, it sounds like she just finished crying. You know why? Because she did. You know why? Because this kicks your ass, and she needs help. And 18 months ain't going to cut it, is it, folks? There's no way. This is when folks need government. This is when government needs to step up. This is when government needs to do the right thing. Not in 18 months. 18 months from now, if Jennifer has no permit, Jennifer won't be in L.A. anymore. Neither will thousands of other folks who lost everything. The time to act is now. Right now.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
In the dynamic world of programmatic ad buying, Viant is your ultimate CTV partner. Target with precision. Buy with confidence. Viant empowers you with AI-driven technology that reaches your audience where they engage most, ensuring your message hits home. And the campaign results? Transparent, thanks to Viant's advanced measurement suite. For media buyers who demand the best, Viant delivers. Viant, elevate your CTV campaign performance.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow. Thanks, Dad.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Loyalty has its rewards at your neighborhood Par-Mar store. See for yourself. Download the Par-Mar stores app today and find deals, coupons, and earn points to get free groceries. Dan Zangrilli reminding you that if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 33 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Another candidate for mayor is set to announce tomorrow. We have more from News Radio KDK's David Ballarado.
The City Republican Committee shared on social media Sunday that Highland Park businessman Thomas West will declare his candidacy for mayor tomorrow. His top issue, according to his website, is public safety, noting that he and his partner were assaulted downtown. He also wants to support what he calls Pittsburgh's forgotten communities and driving economic growth. West is the owner of the men's clothing store Trim in Lawrenceville. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
AccuWeather meteorologist warns of dangerous ice conditions as warmer temperatures are on the way. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has the details.
Meteorologist Brandon Buckingham tells me no ice is completely safe, but one should know the body of water they're venturing on.
If there's moving water underneath that ice, that can oftentimes lead that to create that ice very slowly, and then when it warms up, that ice can melt off very quickly.
Buckingham says with temperatures climbing above freezing this week, things can change in a matter of days.
Maybe one day you might be safe on the ice. The next day, that top layer could turn to slush or just completely melt off, and there could be open water once again.
For information regarding ice conditions on certain lakes, you can contact the Department of Natural Resources. Tamara Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
5 young people and 2 adults were injured after a head-on collision this morning in Westmoreland County. Investigators say a yellow Porsche likely crossed into the oncoming traffic near Ligonier's EMS station and hit a Chevy Suburban head-on. One of the injured children was flown to Children's Hospital, and one of the adults also flown from the crash scene to a local hospital. A new hospitality operator is investing in a downtown icon. Placemaker is partnering with the owner of the historic Pennsylvanian, a 240-unit apartment complex, to rebrand the venue as a new address for hospitality. On the Big K Morning Show, the firm's CEO and co-founder, Jason Fidan, says the venue rebranded as Placemaker downtown Pittsburgh and will take on more of a hotel feel.
People will be able to book for a night or a long weekend or the week, or for folks that are moving to the area. They can book for a month or two and stay as long as they'd like.
He says the short-term stays will start in the second quarter of the year. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 88 points. The NASDAQ down 675. The S&P 500 is down 114. KDKA Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
Putting on the uniform after being sidelined? What a feeling. You've spent hours icing, stretching, rehabbing, and now AHN Sports Medicine has you back on the field. Your injury is a distant memory, your speed back in full force, and your ball skills have never looked so good. You're back at your best. Maybe better than your best. Go next level at ahn.org/sportsmed.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Milo's Rewards Week is coming, and it's kind of a big deal. Members, get ready for 7 days of up to 40% off store-wide on hundreds of items. Save on the top brands in bath, tools, paint, and more. Our biggest member deals are on January 30th through February 5th. So if you're not a loyalty member, now's the time to join for free. Lowe's knows home improvement. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This is the time of the year when a lot of people want to set new goals for the new year. I just sat down with Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Bitchoff. I've known Dan for many years. He's helped a lot of people. Hi, this is Larry Richard. So what are your goals? You want to lose weight? You want to stop smoking or dealing with anxiety? A lot of people are dealing with that. Call the PA Hypnosis Center today. You can set up a no-obligation pre-consultation at 724-934-8446. Just mention KDKA. Dan will give you $100 off any gift certificate so you can gift this opportunity. And with the PA Hypnosis Center and Dan Bitchoff, he'll offer you a 98% success guarantee. So whatever your goals are, achieve them. You can by calling 724-934-8446, the PA Hypnosis Center with Dan Bitchoff. Call now.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine and breezy the rest of today with a high of 36. It'll remain breezy tonight. Clouds will increase early, then a little cloudy with some snow showers around after midnight and into early tomorrow. Any heavier snow shower could produce some slippery travel conditions and reduced visibility. Tonight's low 28. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow on the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. It looks like we're going to get another batch of snow. What will that mean for the morning commute? We got you covered.
So, two examples of what people do when they see cute dogs. This is true. So remember the show Frasier? He had this dog, some little terrier. I forget what it's called, but it's really cute, really little. Eddie? Jack Russell. They're a pain in the ass. Major league pain in the ass. I asked a couple guys. They're almost impossible to train, and they bite like you wouldn't believe. But everyone bought them because they were on Frasier, and they were really cute. Example number one. Example number two. What's the movie? Is it 1001 or 101 Dalmatians? 1,000? 101. That movie airs. It's a true story. Everybody thought those damn dogs are so cute. Dalmatians. Insane pain in the ass to train. Insane. People drop them off. Pit bulls. True story. People see them all over the rapper video. Oh, man, I'm going to give me a pit bull. Yeah, brother. Now all the friggin' kennels, all of them are full of pit bulls. Why am I telling you this? If my wife was here, she would laugh her butt off. I'm obsessed right now with these insanely cute videos of English bulldogs. They're friggin' so damn cute. Their face is extraordinary. I had to call my boy the best dog trainer on earth because I have a sneaking suspicion that English bulldogs fall along the lines of the dogs I just discussed. They're a pain in the ass. Paul Anthony, what's up, brother?
How are you, my friend?
There are breeds like this that we just buy them because they're cute, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
And that's a bad thing, isn't it?
Oh, yes. You are correct there.
So I went through this list. The Jack Russell, pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yes, yes, sir. Any terrier usually is a pain in the butt.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Why?
They're very active. We want, like dogs that'll sit on the couch. Jack Russells are not that. They have a lot of energy. You need to mentally and physically stimulate them, where 80% of the people don't do that.
Dalmatians.
Very hard dogs to train. We have a couple in class that are very good. We have very, very good owners. With the one Dalmatian especially, they're always in class, but they're always teaching that dog something. So is it stubborn? Yes, it is, but they're getting through to it, so it's working.
So 100,000 people dropped them off at different shelters after that movie blew up. That's kind of scary,
Yes.
isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And it was like the movie with the Malinois in it last year or 2 years ago.
Yes.
Everybody got Malinois, and now we see Malinois in shelters. It's terrible.
You have one of the smartest dogs on earth, right? On earth.
Yes. Yes.
But not easy, right?
No, not easy by any means at all.
So one of my boys sent me a note about these bulldogs. He had one and had a French bulldog. Very expensive, not worth it, terrible health problems. Jump in here, please.
Yes, sir. Most of the bulldogs, French bulldogs, have to be C-section if they're bred.
Whoa.
Because their heads are too big for the opening.
Oh.
So 90% of the times, it's a C-section. The problems they have with their breathing, because their nose is so short, is unbelievable. The health problems they have, from the joints to other things, eye problems.
Wow.
You're looking at probably for a bulldog now, and we just acquired one, but it was acquired because the owner couldn't take it because she's a pain in the ass.
Wow.
I'll tell you that much right now. But you're looking at joint issues. You're looking at a lot of vet bills.
Someone I read $4,000 or $5,000.
Oh, easy. You're paying between $35,000 and $5,000 or $6,000 for, a bulldog. You're spending another $6,000, $8,000 on basic vet care.
Whoa. People don't know this, do they?
No, I think Mayor Ed Gainey's giving them some wrong advice.
It's a bad choice, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, 100% a bad choice. What they need to do is they should talk to people with them instead of looking at TikTok and Instagram videos. They need to research it. They need to do all of that, because that's why dogs end up in the shelters. That's why dogs get given away. And that's why dogs bite people, because they don't do the proper training with it.
Man, it's so intriguing with the bulldog, because there are thousands of videos out there now because they're so damn cute, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And 2 back surgeries. Wow. My boy sent me a note. 2 back surgeries, $5,000 each for the bulldog.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
What is it? Just genetics, buddy?
It's genetics. I mean, it's genetics with a lot of dogs. You know, American, you know, if you go over to Europe, European dogs look totally different than American dogs. Americans want beautiful, they want big, they want something like that, where they change the actual structure of the dog and the genetics. And we can't do that because these dogs were bred to look like this, but then we changed it, and that's where the health issues come in at.
Wow. And, my man, the dogs suffer.
Oh, absolutely, the dogs suffer. You know, to look at some of the dogs that come through here with the breathing problems or dysplasia problems, back problems, cherry eye problems, it's terrible.
Wow. So what do you need to do before you get a dog? That's common sense.
Study it. Talk to people that have those dogs. See if you have the time to care for that dog. You know, when it was minus, 0 last week, we had to bring our dogs out. We had to work with our dogs. You know, when you get home from work, are you going to want to do that when it's 7 degrees out? So, I mean, you have to be active with the dog, no matter if it's a French bulldog or a Malinois. You have to get them out. You have to, they go stir crazy. So puppies aren't just something you put on the couch and think they're going to lay with you. Puppies are like children. They need to learn. They need to be exposed to things. So they need to do their homework.
No one does, though. They buy cute, don't they? Cute.
Oh, absolutely. And they also need to talk to the vets about, the number one dog for this problem or this problem.
Nice.
They definitely need to do that.
What do you tell people? The perfect dog for a family? What do you tell them?
I like labs.
Nice.
I definitely like labs.
Nice.
I like golden retrievers.
Nice.
Beagles are good dogs. Doodles. A lot of the doodles are good dogs. And go to a rescue and find a dog that is capable to fit your lifestyle. Some people should go to a shelter instead of getting a puppy because puppies are a pain in the butt. And, you're going out 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night. Maybe an older dog from a shelter will fit you better.
Wow. Hold on a second. I want to get this guy. Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, I have a friend that's had several of those English bulldogs, and for one thing, they have a real bad breathing problem. They have to get an operation so they can breathe easily.
Wow.
The other thing is you got to wipe their butt.
What?
I know you wouldn't want to be doing that, I don't think.
Hold on. I saw that. Oh, that's me. I saw that. Is that true? Is that true, Paul?
On some dogs, on some of the bulldogs, the French bulldogs and everything, absolutely it is. Thank goodness it's not, we don't have that problem with Ella, our bulldog.
Why do you have to wipe their butt?
Because genetically, they can't pinch it off and release it.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. Got to do some homework, brother, right?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Do your homework. Do your homework.
Wow. What's your favorite dog?
Oh, Belgian Malinois.
Yep.
Yes.
But constant training. Constant, right?
Oh, absolutely. And with any dog, we have advanced classes here where we have people come for the last 7-8 years with the same dog to just stimulate that dog's brain. And if you're going to own a dog for 10, 15 years, you need to keep active with that dog for 10 or 15 years. So, yes.
Paul Anthony, great info, man. Really, really smart. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Paul Anthony, the best dog trainer in America. Seriously.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Meet Viant AI, the world's first fully autonomous advertising platform. With Viant AI, you can automate media planning, analyze results, and drive smarter decisions, all while saving you time and resources. Viant AI helps you unlock new potential and boost productivity regardless of your expertise. Visit Viant.ai today and see how the future of artificial intelligence in advertising can work for you.
You know what I love? The punchki. Oakmont Bakery's punchkis. Delicious. Strawberry cream, cherry, raspberry, blueberry, Pittsburgh cream, Oakmont cream, lemon, maple bacon, cookies and cream, apple cinnamon, peanut butter. The punchki rocks. You've got to try the punchki at Oakmont Bakery. Handmade, homemade, unbelievable treat at Oakmont Bakery right now. You know what I say about punchki? They're delicious. Oakmont Bakery rocks.
Local news can come at you fast. Want the latest on what's happening in your backyard? Download the free Odyssey app. Follow your local news station, and you'll get alerts on the top stories making headlines in your city. You can stay in the know, no matter what you're up to, and be among the first to find out when news breaks. Plus, keep tabs on weather and traffic, so you're never caught off guard. To get started, download the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, and follow your local news station.
Every time I go into the offices of Physical, that's FYZICAL in Monroeville, where I get physical therapy, to help my balance, I see a room full of patients waiting that heard how much it's helped me on this talk show. And it's so rewarding. FYZICAL, 412-457-8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical. FYZICAL. It works.
Start new at Jim Shorkey Kia in North Huntington. New all-wheel drive, 25 Kia Sorento and Sportage, 1.9 APR for 60 months. Remaining new 24 Kia Sorentos, now up to $7,000 off MSRP. Your deal, your way. What a great day. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKia.com. Includes all applicable factory rebates and dealer discounts with approved credit. May require financing through Kia Motors Finance based on December 2024 sales volume in Pennsylvania. See dealer for complete details. Offers expire 2/3/25.
With 2025, it's important to think about the possibilities that the new year brings. Larry Richard for G&G Fitness Equipment. It's new year, new home gym season. Talk to the G&G experts about improving your cardio and strength training. Check out the cardio and home gym bundles at G&G Fitness with great financing options. They have everything you need to build your home gym in 2025. Visit one of G&G Fitness Equipment's 4 Pittsburgh locations or online at ggfitness.com.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator.
Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh clients have electricity. Visit Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh, 1519 West Liberty Avenue. Call 412-947-4472.
It's the KDKA Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Every Friday at 6, we bring you the best players, the best sounds of the game, and the best matchups in the WPIAL. This week, Central Valley visits Avonworth, presented by Coons Quality Foods, the official store of high school basketball. Allegheny Health Network Sports Medicine, official sports medicine of high school basketball. Tobacco-free Adagio Health. And brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there isn't a Parmar store near you, there will be soon. Only on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Allegheny Health Network named Dr. Kristen Newhams as the director of its Esophageal Institute. Newhams, who had been assistant program director for the minimally invasive foregut and advanced endoscopy fellowship at the institute, succeeds the retired Dr. Blair Jobe. The Esophageal Institute is based at West Penn Hospital in Pittsburgh and has a staff at several other AHN facilities. Also, a Boston developer steeped in an urban approach to host different kinds of mixed-use projects is in talks to buy Station Square and the 650,000 square feet of offices, restaurants, and other attractions, sources indicate. The company is a firm called WS Development, which touts a portfolio of more than 22 million square feet around the country and showcases on its website a collection of waterfront projects in its hometown that offer a mix of retail and performance space, as well as major offices for Amazon and others. A spokesman for WS Development was deliberating with the company on responding to an inquiry about its bid to buy Station Square on Friday. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Colin did something hilarious. Did you see the Gulf of Sharpsburg thing he did? No? Really funny. I was fascinated that Trump, and he did, could change with the stroke of a pen. Here it is. I want to read it. Okay. With the stroke of a pen, he changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. And the boss, actually I like this, PJ, sent out a note that because of that, and he wasn't being a jerk, he's just telling us the truth, to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Associated Press don't know what to do. It's weird, because inside the United States, because that's where he has his authority, it's the Gulf of America. Outside the United States, it's true. It's the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know. Colin is renaming one of the rivers the Gulf of Sharpsburg. I absolutely love it. Let me read this. So this is what AP says. It's actually fascinating. Associated Press. President Trump signed an executive order to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. It has shared borders between the U.S. and Mexico. It's wild. Trump's order only carries authority within the United States. Wow. Mexico and other countries don't have to recognize the name change. It's fabulous. The Gulf of Mexico has carried that name for more than 400 years. I had no idea. None. The Associated Press referred to it by its original name while acknowledging the new name Trump has chosen. How about that? Because they disseminate news from around the world. How about that? Other examples. The Gulf of California. This is actually interesting. Is sometimes referred to as the Sea of Cortez. Wow. The U.S. calls it the Gulf of California. Mexico recognizes the Sea of Cortez. I had no idea. Fascinating. And then there's the Mount McKinley thing. Obama changed it to Mount Denali. Trump changed it back. Woo! Love it. Associated Press will use Mount McKinley. Only in America. I love politics. Next president, Mount Chuck. Who the hell knows? And so it goes. Colin Dunlap is next, folks. Check it out.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater. The Pub at 333. Hofstadt's. Michael A's. Vinny's Tavern. And the place that started it all, Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them. And my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont, the best food, the best community. Check it out.
It's 2025, and it's time to get your home zero-resified by calling your cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Take 24% off all services for this month when you call 412-701-1188 or book online anytime at ZeroResPGH.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Contemplating retirement but worried you can't afford it because of high health insurance costs? Let the One Health Benefits team guide you on what's best for your retirement health care needs. One Health Benefits experts have been providing customized health benefit choices to retirees for over 2 decades. You'll probably be pleasantly surprised about the affordable options